What is good? We are here for Melty Blood, Actress again, current code top 8 on the main stage here at Combo Breaker 2026. I'm NPC.
Joined by Kai.
And are you ready for this top 8?
I have never been more ready for a top 8 in my entire life. This is going to be absolutely unreal. Because, you know, going into this event, we had so many people looking to join in, over 200 entrants. Absolutely beautiful to see. But so much stuff happened. We got shakeups last second. People couldn't make it through. And so our bracket was already looking to be pretty crazy. We weren't sure who was going to win. And now so many upsets have happened. Just looking at this top 8, it is unreal. Who is going to win?
Right? And it's crazy, too, because a lot of these upsets aren't really upsets. For anyone who's been really tapped into the community and watching the brackets of who's been really on the come-up lately, we're watching Melty Blood in a time when so many players can win. And
yes.
So much of the upsets we saw here, LNR from Chained making it here with the F Reese, taking it over Aces High, just really solid play from the F Reese the whole time. Baby Rue over Gaku on the F Shion, two of the really big players to make it this far, as well as a Haru and a Dryland on the winner's side over Fahani, who's really been making it through these net play brackets lately. Top 4 in a lot of them. On the come up by getting upset by Haru on that side, who's also been on the come up himself, taking names like Omla in the net play side. It's going to be a really stacked top 8 as we are getting started on the winner's side here with Haru himself and Deus.
This is just going to be a wild set. I mean, Deus was talking to me earlier about the players he was scared to fight, and he did not expect this matchup in the slightest either, but Haru has been really just so locked in today. That guy is so whimsical and happy, but he also has the mind of a killer, and he will lock in on you.
Yeah, and this is going to be an interesting one, too, because while Deus plays F Whiteland and is known for this keep-away game that he historically plays, we're seeing Whimsy Nation, a Haru and a Dryland with the F Miyako, a character who does kind of the opposite. She gets on top of your face, and even one of her weaknesses is that she really has to get in there. She's kind of stubby, where once she's in, strike throw pressure, fat damage, comboable throw anywhere on screen, great frame data, the 7-7, the 8-8, the 0 on block, B normals on the ground too. And like this is a clash of two really different characters. And Haru, I mean, you mentioned that killer mentality. Haru made it out of pools in Strive this weekend as well. Played round 2 of Strive at the same time as his Melty pool, running back and forth before the first big upset of the weekend, upsetting Whisk to make it to top 48 on that winner's side. I mean, someone who, even though he's relatively new to Melty Blood, has clearly expressed the mettle to compete on the big stage. Great mental fortitude on a really solid character.
Yeah, that's like absolutely what it takes. Like you mentioned, we are just in an age where like players are good. They are playing against other players who are good. You are playing against the other player in front of you. You cannot be thinking about too much other than that if you want to make it out of the set alive.
Yeah, and that's so important in this game too, because like one of the big things about Melty Blood and why the player-to-player value is so much more than technical aspect a lot of the time is you can't force true 50-50s a lot of the time. And while strike throw is one of the more potent mix-up opportunities in the game, and being able to tap someone out of up-backing your throw opportunity, you still have 8 frames of throw protection, and Deus is going to play this keep-away game if he gets a good lead on you, like we're seeing here with Haru running into the ice carpet, the welcome mat, if you will.
Oh yeah, pushing offense immediately, but the F Whiteland Classic Chicks coming out with the basketball and mixing it up already with the overhead.
Yeah, Deus saying, welcome to this top 8 stage. I've been here before. Are you ready to block these slow overheads? Are you ready for the ice tree situation? Are you ready for more strike throw? Not even the overhead. Deus is overwhelming in the corner right here. Really strong way to kick off this top 8.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we saw some offense from Haru earlier, and that was looking scary, but Deus showing out these setups that you cannot mash out against. You just got to deal with it.
Yep. And that is actually what F Whiteland's most potent mix-up opportunity is, when she puts the tree in front of you, and it's scary to press because the tree is there. You can't do as many things aggressively out of the corner without running into it. While she can combo off of her throw, it's a scary situation to be in.
Yeah, and Haru's really looking at this is the Miyako mindset. Like you said, she's kind of limited sometimes in the scope of what she interacts, but if you get in her face first, you can beat her to the punch.
Yep, and now Deus staying outside of that Miyako range. And Haru maybe trying to up back there. It looked like maybe a pre-jump or something. Just got caught by the EX Fireball. We're getting right back in there. Haru not phased, not trying to lose any momentum. You know, that was just data.
Yup, he knows what he has to do, and he is in there. You got to find a way around this to get to the spaces like that where you want to interact, but Deus is not trying to get hit.
Yep. And moving around this way. You know what's funny actually about this one is Deus might be pretty confident against this F Miyako character. At Crossover Arc a couple years ago, he beat Alps' F Miyako.
Yes.
And yeah, again, leveraging that good range. The Fireball tick throw. knows that Haru's probably not too experienced against this character, but Haru not afraid at all.
Okay, pushing all the way back to the corner. That strong F Miyako combo state, but the flippy teleports is going to mess you up if you are not prepared.
And you know Deus is pulling out all these tricks because he's trying to find out how much do you know about my character? How ready are you for all of these gimmicks? Apparently we're adapting fast though. Haru, nice jump out. JB, even though we didn't get the full conversion.
Yeah, keeping things even without too many amazing hits this round is looking great. You just got to not get hit in ways like this that are really going to put you in the situations that were killing you earlier. Yeah, and a really big thing so far is Deus is playing so actively, challenging Haru and like, okay, you might hit me with an anti, you might get one of these stray hits. Are you ready to convert all of them? And so far, Haru's gotten a couple hits, but hasn't quite been able to get that clean Miyako situation very much. Yeah, Deus is so ready to just make you deal with things, and this might be Haru's chance to finally put it back, but oh, that's such an unfortunate spacing.
Yeah, a really difficult situation to finish that combo. Oh, but Deus getting right back in there. 3.8K.
We're blocking stuff out, but we got an EX reset, and no, that is not going to be enough space to jump out.
Yep, catching Haru getting too antsy. Strike throw.
Oh, yep, that blows through it. Attacks do break it as long as you can get red out before the green.
Or just barely avoiding that anti-air. But yeah, here's that keep away game from Deus. Nice little guard crush. We saw that earlier heading into the top 8 as well. Haru looking for these situations, but you got to be finishing your combos.
I like the movement, but we did not want to do that. That was almost it. And with an EX cancel, does this kill? Optimized, but not quite. Air tech situation. Oh, that's huge. Oh, that's huge.
If we can finish this combo, you cannot count Haru out. One more Miyako combo can put you in a really good spot.
Oh, we gotta stop. No one has ever blocked that move. That could be enough. Oh, you got to get your own tricks out there and make them die.
And even from here, you can hear the crowd starting to go crazy, ending that round in max, but we both got 100 bar on the table. Nice start for Haru.
Oh my god, yeah, pushing the offense immediately, trying to go for mix-ups as fast as possible, but another key drop. Oh, still maintaining offense.
That really active JC getting things started a little bit for Haru and is sticking to Deus like glue right here. JB counter hit finds its mark as Deus is getting smothered a little bit for throwing out these basketballs. All right, nice JB stopping the little stone hat walkout. You got to be ready to convert here.
Oh, and we're going for our own tricks now. Got the elbow. Oh, and goes behind you and just throws you back into the corner for a perfect to tie it back up. And this is semis. Deus had a crazy momentum and was showing his dominance as a tournament player, but Haru only needs one more, and that moves fast.
Yeah, and talk about being a tournament player. I mean, this is what I'm talking about with the mental fortitude, right? Haru may be new to the top 8 stage for this game, but this is a player you can tell has played these games for a long time, very ready to just be like, you know what, I'm figuring out what I got to do. We're iterating, we're not phased by the tricks, and we're back in this corner. You got to hold some more Miyako strike throw. 5K. What's the mix? Keeping up these strikes.
Just keeps it tight, but a little too far, unfortunately.
Good blocks, and finally not too antsy to jump out of this one. Got caught too many times, but you got to be a little more on your toes blocking this overhead.
Oh, and yeah, we're pulling out more layers as soon as we can to get that ice wall set up yet again. That was what was killing Haru the most earlier, and we were trying to find every way we can into it.
And Deus saying strike throw, I got that too. Haru learning his lesson a little bit here. Nice little 2A, not overcommitting from defense, and there it is, the combo throw. One thing that's been so huge here is we saw the throw end that last one. Haru's been doing a really good job of establishing the strike so much, and that is why these throws are working out. Another one.
Oh my god, Deus blocking the mix-up, but one more will do it to you after this.
Any touch. Do we know? Not quite. It looked like a 5B right there. Too much commitment to go for the throw after and punish, and Deus is going to run away to set point once again.
Oh my god, barely scraping by 2, and these rounds move so fast now that Haru's getting these big hits, but Deus going to get a great start off that.
Yep, 3K, you're going to the corner. And yeah, Deus taking all of this momentum, just changing it up, going right in there. No more fireballs. We're flying into your face.
Oh my god.
More overheads. Getting caught by his own trick and not the way you want to be dropping there. Look at that. Oh, 5K even off a drop. This is why Miyako is so scary. Going to get a chance with an IH to heal some of this back up. I don't think we're going to burst. No, we are. Hero burst. One chance. Deus not trying to hold anything right here.
Spending on the meter to get the value out of that blood heat, but you still have the life lead, so he's not committing to too much until Haru moves.
Yep. And Haru, nice job using the falling JB to land on the ice carpet safely there. F-Moon able to block right away, too. Uh-oh. Not deadly, but any touch will do it now.
Yeah.
Welcome Matt is out.
Oh my goodness. What an amazing set. You could tell like the entire time, even at the very end there when it was getting so hectic after all that pressure, Haru was like, I can take it slow. When I'm at close range, I will try and brawl with you. If not, I will meter charge and make you come at me. But Deus is just so solid of a player with so much up his sleeve. It is hard to beat that.
Yeah, and especially at the end when you see a really uncharacteristic drop from someone like Deus right there. The hit off of the ice tree, like you know he's setting the tree there on purpose to create this situation, but you're seeing the stress creep in. This is a new player to this top 8, someone you're not ready to fight, and someone who clearly you're not able to just leverage this mental edge over him in this high-pressure setting. And that's stressful even for someone as experienced as Deus, but nice job making it further into this winner's finals where he will be awaiting the winner of OnionLust versus Pimbus the Wizard.
Ooh.
Yeah, Pimbus the Wizard, a.k.a. Josh, I believe actually the second seed of this bracket.
Yes.
Made 4th place at Climax of Night 6 in 2024, the bracket that this one actually beat out in terms of size, almost 200 back in 2024, 217 for this weekend. And I mean, Josh is such a funny player too, right?
He is, man. He's just like the guy that like he plays fighting games and he doesn't really talk too crazy about them. He literally just plays. Yep. And you can see this in the way that like there's conversations every once in a while where people realize that he just like doesn't know some mechanic about Melty, but because he's just in there and knows how to play fighting games, knows how to play against players, and knows how to be confident, he will erase you.
Yeah, and it's one of the sick things about this game too, right? Where because you can't enforce strong mix-ups all the time, this player-to-player game of like, I've got to watch for shield where you can just be right from defense very easily, it means that you have to outmove the other players so much. Being strong on just trapping their movement, keeping their pressure up, and also being mentally untouchable yourself is so strong right here. Oh, we got OnionLust with the holy water. Blessing up before this top 8 winner's side. And I mean, OnionLust also a very strong, as we often say, vibes-based player, right? Rotated through a lot of different characters over his time playing Melty. Actually, at that con that Josh got top 8 in, was playing FPCL, but has since returned to his classic original main in the H-Satsuki. You know what's funny about both of these characters, too, is H-Satsuki is a character who's got some really technical conversions, but is overall a very simple character. BCBC Air Throw Satsuki, the only one who can do the JA scouting. Whereas as we talk about Josh being a vibes-based player, like, Hisui is actually a very technical character, as you know very well.
Oh, yes. That character's got all sorts of routing, and it's the sort of type of archetypal Melty routing where you have to adjust on the fly. Like, it isn't you have to hit this link, you have to do this input. It is like you got to see how high they are and adjust your delays and your timing based on that. And Josh has those. Like, he is very, very, very consistent at them, too.
Yeah, he makes it look easy. Like, when you watch him do the combos, you almost wouldn't know how much the delays for hitting the JBB are so finicky. Getting the safe jump timing on the J6B Dust Cloud that we saw him doing during that button check can be so awkward to actually trap reversals, actually trap someone's wake-up option, and even vary what someone can do on their wake-up successfully against it. But Josh so good at mixing those up, so good at hitting these timings.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, what a way to start this off, chasing down with the Gat from behind.
Yeah, Onion already respecting the tech tough situations. We saw earlier in this bracket that Josh is so consistent at catching you wherever you try to tech out, even though it's not guaranteed to cover all at the same time for Hisui.
A way to get this started with a little bit hard knockdown ender. Onion just trying to get something.
Oh, air unblockable, dashes over, but catches the landing. Oh my god, they're both ready to go through all the layers of the interaction right there. But we go for the gamble. You have to do it sometimes. Let him know. Yeah, 2C is a tough button to tech trap that with. It's not as active, and depending on the knockdown, it might not even successfully trap. But that dust will trap your approach pretty well. Oh my goodness, 2B calling out the shield on Wake Up.
Yeah, Onion staying spaced out a little bit here. Josh finding a way out, but does need to get a good hit to bring this one back.
Spacing out each other in neutral. These scouts are finding some mutual trades. There's a big one with the same frame counter, giving it all the time in the world, being to you all the way in the corner, and one touch from death. Even a throw might do it with the bento setup.
Yep. Oh, and the bite from Onion. What a great idea there. In a strike throw situation, instead of teching the throw, go for your invulnerable move that challenges Josh to be ready to have jumped against it.
Yup.
Really had some, oh my gosh, conversion off of that?
Yup, huge charge 5C. We are ready for situational. Oh, but 2C a little too slow.
Yep. And spending all of this max mode right here. Plus frames, EX Bento. Look at the chip adding up already. Woo!
Oh, and OnionLust going for the tech in the unfamiliar situation. That is not a JBB. Josh was not quite ready for it, but we are ready to still deal with the situation after, and you are yet again blocking Josh in the corner with your life on the line.
And Josh just playing real patient there. Nice counter hit right there. Both of those situations, I feel like Onion was pressing right there. You notice the counter hit situations was kind of reasonable to press. Hisui has to keep her offense so tight sometimes. And Satsuki with that 5-frame 2C might want to check you on how tight are you going to keep it. But Josh is saying, oh, I'm going to keep you on your toes. Putting you back in the corner.
Another EX Bento setup. Yup, that was a late one. Onion recognizes it's not median, goes for the jump out, and a preemptive JC going to be so effective at poking out her. Hisui has great bumps for hitting above her, but not so much below her, so challenge her at her good angle. Make her a lot less confident, and yup, we're going in now. Onion looking so dominant this time around.
Yeah, spending the last little bit of that heat for that air dodge cancel to maintain offense in the corner right there. Nice, and Josh is so clean with the OS up back after the chair. It's so important. He lets you punish these shield counters right here. I mean, Onion going for knowing that it's possible, but keeping Josh on his toes a little bit here. Ooh,
oh
nice
my god,
ladle.
outspacing Satsuki 5A with every fiber of his being to get the last hit he needs, but it's not quite enough off of that starter. Doesn't do the 360.
Oh no, and a rare reaction failure from Josh. Just barely getting the punish missed by Onion.
Oh my god, and Onion is pushing all the way in this offense, even going for the rare IADF 214A, and we're just pushing it all the way. You need one more hit to get heat here, or just pushing pressure, but we go for the command grab instead.
Bite from so far, and you're hitting the airborne backdash. It's not going to be so easy to convert. Any hit will do it either way. Backdash getting you out. Not quite.
Oh my goodness. This matchup is so insane. You can see both of them are so locked in on trying to find, like, where is it good to make a play against my opponent, because they both know how to play against their opponent first and foremost.
Oh, and speaking of making a play, the deep charge JB, shifting Satsuki away from the Hisui ball, landing a massive counter hit to get the started. Look at all that damage done already.
Oh no!
Shield is not going to work out here. Yeah, Onion changing the timing of that button to not get super greedy for an early JC.
And speaking of just keeping our distance and chasing the air situation, but couldn't quite get close enough for an air throw or anything, and now it's Josh's turn. But you have to give up offenses you want to heat. Yep. Unless you gamble.
And that was such a good conversion from Josh right there, too. You're going to the corner. It's all healed up. We can save this meter for plus frames just like this.
And now the health situation looking a lot more normal. And Onion has spent the bunker. We blocked the mix, so we are all good and back to our comfy situation.
Yep. Oh, and nice retreating Dust Cloud right there, trapping Onion, but Onion is ready for this overhead. You're not going to get caught sleeping so early.
Yep. Oh, and yeah, yet again, pushing these command grabs so far.
Yeah, really using that. But I mean, someone was saying earlier, OnionLust's bites are so bespoke because he uses that move like it's just another move in your kit. And something that comes with playing H-Moon is being so meter aware.
Yes.
Being ready for when you have these options like bite to put on the table, make your opponent be as in tune with your ability to use them as you are. Josh gambling a little bit there. Huge counter hit, giving Onion a fat lead here. Going to be hard for Josh to come back, especially after a burst. Retaining that momentum, baits the heat, and that's going to be it. OnionLust moving on to fight Deus in winners finals 2-0.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Incredibly tight sets so far, just as expected. These players are just so ready to do what they need to do, even though it is so difficult.
And it's one of those, too, that, like, you look at the seeds on paper and it's like, it looks like an upset. But, I mean, if for anyone who's played Melty long enough, you watch OnionLust win and are you surprised?
No, never.
You watch OnionLust
literally
beat anyone?
Never.
Are you surprised?
You know, I was literally talking to people in the crowd earlier in the Gaku versus Onion set, and people are asking, like, who's the favorite here? And I'm just like, I literally think Onion can beat anyone and will beat anyone. I don't know if it will happen, but if he's just in there, he will.
Yeah, and you know what's so crazy about that, too, is we talked about how Onion played FPCL before.
Yep.
One of the most technical characters in the game. Like, as much as Hisui is a very technical character, I mean, FPCL's got so many character specifics, weird conversions off every hit, and OnionLust was cooking with that character. Got 9th at the same climax of night where Josh got 4th, and, like, that takes so much awareness, and you're seeing that come out in a very bare-bones character, like H. Satsuki, in a very unique way, right? The placement of the charge JB, a very, very unique space control type of tool, the way it shoots down, pulls yourself back, that stop sign, hammer fist. Also placement of the 2-2s that we saw earlier against Gaku, and in this case, it was a lot of using Satsuki's speed, that step dash, and her air movement to keep Josh really trapped, make it really hard for him to just escape, even with all of Hisui's escape options.
Yeah, it really is crazy. Just like you said, like, normally Hisui is a character that so many people just struggle to pin down, but Onion just, like, playing good spacing just made it look totally different from that.
Yeah, and speaking of spacing, up next, we have Fi on the F Ryogi, beat Fahani to make it up here in a really, really tight Game 3 set against Zapoke on the F Wara. And F Ryogi, we call her F Hime Light sometimes. Someone was asking earlier, like, isn't she kind of like another F Hime? Because, you know, what people know about F Hime is she's got these big buttons. She's got big air unblockables. And, you know, Ryogi kind of got those too. She doesn't have as much of a brawlic hitbox and something. No geyser, no crazy DP, but she's got pretty uniquely big range attached to a really fast step dash, really good at hitting characters out of the air. And F Wara, character who kind of has to be in the air a lot.
Yup, and my goodness, we are getting the Malort shout out pre-game on the phone. Zapoke is always posting something IRL and in-game and online at all times. Like, look at him. He's just freaking mewing at the camera right now.
When we were walking over to the venue for this, someone was like, Zapoke, are you capable of being quiet? And he's like, hold on, I'm going to try. And he sat there, and for 3 seconds, I'm struggling. Right, on the way to this bracket. But I mean, it's funny because his play style kind of emotes that a little bit.
Yes.
He's notorious for the 623A into 623C. But also one thing that's going to be really big in a matchup like this where F Ryogi can snipe you out of the air if you're not careful is F Wara has one of the most unique neutral tools in the game in the sine wave fireball.
Oh yes, oh my god, the meatballs are really, really difficult to play around because unlike a lot of other incredibly strong neutral control tools, they do go away if he gets hit, but just the space they cover at the angles, you gotta be slick just like that to get under when he's setting them if you want the best chance of contesting.
And yep, not letting it go so early. And this is so huge right here because F Ryogi does not have the biggest 5A to mash out on the hover dash. You kind of have to time it for when he's going to go in. It can be very difficult. But instead, going for the wake-up bunker, a really good anti-meaty option if you think someone's going to be pressing a button right away on your wake-up. But Zapoke chasing that down. Nice reset right there.
Oh my goodness, absolutely. F4 is not a character where you can afford to gamble just by blocking. You have to be active just like Fi is doing right here. One more hit will do it. You just got to make him do something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Was looking for the last arc a little bit. Any character dies from such a high health range right there. Oh, no chance while you're in the air. It's a ground last arc. And Zapoke, no fear.
With his trademark arc drive.
Sometimes people say that Ryogi in Bloodheat is the best character in the game because she gets access to Giant Zangief level 3, 7k damage last arc. But I mean, what a way to set the tone for this. Zapoke already starting off saying, I'm not afraid of you, but you might have to be.
You
might. Clapping back with this JB right here, sniping Zapoke out the air.
Yeah, and sharking from below, gonna be pretty strong because Ryogi has the perfect buttons for against that, even against a character like War with that huge JC just like that.
Oh, but speaking of huge JC, notice how Zapoke moved right under, and that J7 JC plays so well to catch so many tech options right there. Big ball, your guard bar is looking pretty weak now. Taking some guard damage from the whiff shield as well. You see the gray health on that. That is exactly why you had the 214C out right there. Great awareness, not getting content farmed here.
Absolutely not, and yet again, we're not getting hit by Spinner because that does have a few frames before it gets invuln, and we can catch that if we are perfectly tight with our timing.
Oh, but nice spacing on that JC. One more hit will do it either way.
Oh my goodness. Oh, tried to run up and get the unblockable. I love that strategy, but Zapoke is far too active of a player. You need to instill the fear of God in him, and he still won't be afraid. He has to move.
Yeah, hitting that 5C is just one of those that it can catch someone who is afraid, but if there's one player who will not show fear, it's this guy.
Oh, but there we go. Long holding the shield this time, ready to just instantly crank the shield counter whenever the situation presents itself. Going to get us a nice first hit here, but Zapoke moving all the way deep in with that JC yet again.
Yeah, I like how he's really changing up if he's going to full send with that air dash or hesitate a little, throwing off the timings a lot and baiting out the 2A mash here.
Oh my goodness.
That 2A bar is exactly what got Fi in here in this top 8.
And there was a quarter gap?
Yup.
Oh no.
You know FR got tricks like that.
Of course, of course. And yeah, Zapoke already got huge momentum. Fi definitely playing solid, but it's so hard to not let a player like Zapoke on a character like FR run over you.
Yep. Oh, but great spacing right there. Trying not to get run over, just staying out of your way. And are we going to spend the full meter for the full cash? All right, hard knockdown instead of damage.
Yeah, we're not trying to deal with any silly defensive options. We still have to deal with that one, though, unfortunately.
Yep. I mean, speaking of silly defensive options, again, the bugged shield counter, getting him through with that full invuln into the reversal. Almost like a chain shift type of interaction, right? Where you get to see like, oh, are they doing something cool? It's time for me to use my reversal.
Okay, if I had a good lead, but one knockdown can change everything with FWAR. Yes, we get hit to get out. That does not do much damage, but it would guarantee a mix-up if you block it.
Yep.
Getting all the way to the corner now, but the 2A is so much recovery, unfortunately.
Oh, but we're at 100 bar. Got enough for a couple bunkers if you really need.
Oh, not getting a knockdown off that ender for Zapoke means you can't quite secure the round, but the JB is going to do it anyway, solidifying the victory.
And a rare, stern face from Zapoke as he gets up. You know that after losing that one today, he really wanted to lock in for this loser side. And it's funny, too, because before this event, he was saying his roommate was making fun of him for losing to White Len all the time.
Oh,
so
my
now
goodness.
he's here to redeem himself in this top 8. And, I mean, as much as we talk about Zapoke playing kind of a wild style, he played that pretty solid.
Yes, yes, he does. He definitely is the player where, like, based on his personality, you would not guess just how good he is at playing fighting games and Melty Blood in particular. And next up, we're going to have Baby Roo versus LNR 4TE, but first we're going to go into a quick ad break.
Soon enough, actually.
Soon enough, soon enough.
Which will be a funny set to see, especially because with Baby Roo and LNR, this is 2 chained members.
Oh,
Chained team
yes,
kill
yes.
coming up whenever the ad break gets started. F Shion versus F Reese.
Yeah, that's about to be an... Oh, my goodness. This dude... Baby Roo was popping off the most insane I have ever seen in a long minute. Like, people be joking about whatever top players popping off in whatever game, but the whole crowd was up there. He was showing off his shirt. He was jumping up and down. He was just going crazy mode. So, yeah, now we are going to move into that ad break before we get that next set.
What is good, Combo Breaker? We are back with more Melty Blood top 8 action. On the loser side of top 8, about to get into this chained team kill with Baby Roo versus LNR 4TE, which is a real fun one for me personally. Yeah. Chained has been one of these community crews that have kind of come up. You know, we had 100 Schools of Melty Blood earlier this month. A lot of fun events for a lot of these up-and-coming friend group crews of people playing with each other a lot, and Baby Roo, a recent addition to the Chained crew, LNR, one of the originals, and both of them kind of spearheading the lead on Chained, making the come up in these brackets. LNR recently ascending beyond that Melt Your Blood beginner to intermediate bracket line, winning 2 of them in a row, one on the FGC and one on the F Reese that we've seen so far this weekend. Formerly 925 Snooki, Baby Roo, on the other hand, one of the top player additions to Chained, the only top player addition to Chained, upset Gaku to get into the top 8.
Coming hot off the heels of that.
Right?
Yeah, that was an absolutely crazy set. I think both these players have made such waves recently. Snooki especially really has been kind of looking for a breakout performance. Like, he doesn't really enter a lot of brackets. We all know he's good, but he's had some struggles dealing with this stuff in bracket, and now it feels like he is feeling himself and ready to win. Yeah,
he's been playing a lot with the Chained guys and has been entering again since starting to play with them. And actually, his first breakout performance was Combo Breaker last year while we were still a side game and it was a smaller bracket. He was a little bit of an underdog seed and beat Rump and Branch to get 3rd place at Combo Breaker last year out of roughly 60 people, and we got almost 4 times that this year, and yet here he is again in this top 8, shouting out the Chase FGC over here for the button check. LNR on their own FGC color here. Which is really cool to see. Like, Chase came into this event expecting to see LNR FGC and heard that it was going to be F Reese and was like, why would you swap? But, you know, LNR was saying that they've just been having a lot of fun with this character, really enjoying the game, getting creative with really sick conversions on the character, really sick situations. That's exactly what got them into this top 8 too, right?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Just looking so clean and pulling out all the stops on this character. The kind of stuff we've been talking about the other super experienced players doing is just what we're seeing. And it turns out, like, when you just have the right mindset and go for your stuff, you can do it.
Yeah, but you're going to have to pull out all the stops against this character. One of Reese's weaknesses is having slower buttons that can get air counter hit just like that. Snooki with the preemptive JB to start. And while Shion isn't the most oppressive character and all the time in neutral, she is pretty fast, and once she gets in there, it can be hard to shake her off. LNR sticking with the solid play on the ground. A little OTG for kind of tiny bit of extra damage here.
Oh, the 2B clash, but we're still ready to deal with the situation, so we're making it out of it fine. We're blocking some pressure, but that doesn't mean we've been hit yet. But the delays are going to do it in. This crazy pressure Snooki is so known for on this character with all of these plus frames.
Oh, and also that clean movement, jumping in J9, JA, way to keep LNR jailed in this corner.
Oh, and with that 2-1-4C, we're going to go for the reset that we saw earlier. You cannot be ground reducing. She puts you back on the ground.
Yeah, Snooki's so notorious for the resets. I mean, so many of them. We just saw that 5cc one right there, and usually we see the 6C reset, sometimes a 2-2B reset.
Oh, and we see Eleanor is immediately ready, just waits for Snooki to go for the DP, and now going for that classic hop over mix-up again and again and again.
But you know Snooki's not trying to hold any mix-up. Backdashes right out of that. Got that space for neutral to get this hit, and now you're eating 4K back in the corner against this FG on pressure. Oh, Reese wake up, a little slow. Snooki not quite ready for the timing, but Eleanor is ready for your overhead.
Oh my goodness, the first one, and it gets shielded on reaction. Good God.
And there's the classic Snooki DP right there. Looked like an ADP too. Counter hit not quite at the space to get that combo.
Yet another overhead blocked, and we're going in again, but yeah, a plus frames over and over is making Eleanor finally squirm a little bit.
The double overhead right there too. I believe 5cc, if I remember correctly, is plus 10.
It's very, very plus. Yeah, you cannot really be messing with that once it goes off. And Snooki, yup, calling out to the crowd. He's feeling himself so hard right now.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they've been hyped for this one too. It's unfortunate when you get to see a team kill in top 8, but I mean, especially when it's been earned by both players carving their way through losers to get here. I mean, this is definitely hype for their homies for sure.
Absolutely, and pulling up with a super clean conversion off that jump in two. Now trying to wall back into the corner and just keep the momentum going as much as possible, but Eleanor just knows the angles to attack from. Oh my God. Huge hit off of the clash yet again. These situations just leading to scrambles that Snooki is so dominant in.
Oh,
that's going to be one more touch to death.
Yep. Funny. Oh, there's the 2-2B reset.
But we reduce. Oh no, you did not just DP there. Eleanor is ready.
Yeah, I mean, Snooki loves checking people on, are you going to take your turn back? If anyone is going to wait out the habit, it's going to be Eleanor. But Snooki, in this case, ready to cancel off of the shielded hit by Eleanor.
Clean gunshot outspacing. That is crazy. And yet again, you can see Snooki is just using his threat to push Eleanor all the way into the corner here and abuse this pressure, because Eleanor hasn't presented too many strong answers to it other than reactions to something Snooki commits to.
Oh, but that's going to be a really good one to punish Snooki's commitment to an air button, but unfortunately could not finish the combo. And FG on buttons winning out in the scramble here, going so fast, but Eleanor is not going to get reset for free once again.
Yeah, no longer ground reducing, ready for your cheeky little overhead, keeping yourselves in the corner, and yes, there is our chance to shine. Max mode here going to be huge for Eleanor, but another huge drop. It's okay, we still have burst, and that was a greedy tech into mash, and Eleanor's still keeping on top of it.
Oh, and you know Eleanor went for that burst knowing Snooki would tech, but unfortunately, going to die off of the scramble right there. Could not finish your food.
Oh, and the hug. We show the love in Chained out here absolutely for each other. They're both so happy they just made so far, played so good, and they absolutely should be.
Yeah, I mean, we're joking all the time with the net play brackets. How many chained are going to be in top 8 this bracket?
Yep.
We had like one Melt Your Blood where it was like 4 chained in top 8, 2 chained in top 8 for Combo Breaker. You know their squad is proud. So shout outs to them for making it this far. I know they're just happy to be here. And great stuff to Baby Roo for closing that one out. I mean, we saw the classic FG on play of DP on wake up, DP to check you on if you're going to do something. The Snooki resets, right? And right as you were talking about, the scramble is also a really weird situation in the corner where Snooki landed with a little bit of a charged JC. F-Moon landing a cover, you get to act, and now you're behind them. And just like really showing how comfortable he is on this character, which is funny because he made a guide for pressure on this character that's literally a giant flowchart. Except that was not flowchart offense.
No, it wasn't. Like, again, he is just feeling himself so hard, and that is so important. Like, people talk about confidence. Sometimes literally just, like, feeling yourself, you're just like, oh, I know what you're doing. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, it's something we talked about yesterday in Top 48 too. Character mastery is so huge in this game because when like mechanics like shield can get you out of a lot of situations. You have to watch out for 4-frame DPs, frame 4 invulnerable moves in this game. Like there's so much that can go wrong when you're trying to force offense. You're not going to get your mix-ups as most characters. It's going to be tough unless you have the comfort on your character to make your decisions that you need to make. Both those players did that to get here, and we're going to see that further with the next two players coming up as we got Pimbus the Wizard versus Zapoke. And this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Because while Josh was the second seed of this bracket, Zapoke came in saying, you know, of all the top players, I think that's one I could beat.
Yes, yes. A bunch of players have been talking because Josh doesn't really play this game super actively anymore. After Connie was saying he's kind of leaving it behind, but still showing up to make an appearance here, and he's doing very, very good. People were watching some casuals, and they're like, oh, Josh ain't anything. Nah, he's washed, but he is not. You listen. Both for Josh in particular and also just for Melty Blood, you do not get worse. The rust may be there, but once you shake it off, you are still just as much of a Melty Blood player as before.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, the Albania flag coming up for Zapoke.
And as much as Hisui is not the Albanian flag, this is Snooki's Indian
Oh my
flag.
goodness.
He's talking about being proud of his heritage. Those two are so funny.
Those two are so funny. Oh my goodness. Meanwhile, Josh just looking so stoic out here, just gonna play Melty Blood.
One funny thing about Fwara as well is, you know, even if you haven't been playing this game that much, defending Fwara is pretty universal. One, you can't. If he hits you, he's getting a mix-up.
Yes.
You can't react to the overhead, but what you can do is try to mash out if he's going to reset you with that JA. I mean, one thing Zapoke likes to do, we saw it early on in the set earlier against Phi, where he would do JC and immediately, instead of going straight for the conversion, went for the reset JA just to see, like, are you ready for these resets? And Hisui's got a really good 5A for challenging these resets. But do you really have the awareness to challenge Zapoke himself? Apparently you do, at least to start this one off.
Yes, so far we have seen the awareness to act out of air block extremely fastly. That's a Melty Blood specific mechanic, and that is working out so good, just keeping things tight against Fwara. He has the super slow DP, and other than the cheeky shield, just like that. Oh my god, the multi-shield? You actually have those? And you wait for the shield after to punish too. Oh my goodness, Pimbus is hitting all the checklists for beating Zapoke right now.
Yep. You know Josh isn't nowhere.
Oh, and getting in there, back all the way in the other corner, chasing Zapoke down. We normally see Zapoke just moving all the way over the screen, but I've never seen him locked down this much.
I've never seen the spinner get shut off like that. Start him. You see that?
Yup.
You see him start to morph, and all of a sudden he's back there waiting to get checked.
Yeah. Josh really looking like he just knows how to beat Zapoke right now. Zapoke was talking too much smack, but Josh is ready.
Oh, and you can see it. We haven't seen him look for 2B and double checking for these ground attacks until this one.
Oh my goodness, and yet to get clipped by a shield counter so far, just avoiding every single one.
Zapoke does not know how to deal with that move, apparently.
Oh, it is
Jumping shield
unshieldable,
right
buddy. You cannot be trying that.
Oh, you converted off that?
Yes, we do. And yet again, another shield counter blocked. And we're just playing these offensive situations over and over, dealing with all of Zapoke's nonsense. A bunker as well, but we still have you in the corner, and you're dead.
I mean, forget invulnerable shield counter. You're not getting away with any shields against Josh here, and he's really proving it to you right now.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I have never in my life seen someone play against Zapoke, because I've definitely seen some people play against Zapoke where it's like, okay, they know what he wants to do, and they're ready to like be in the right positions to challenge him. Oh my goodness, swap to Siwara. I guess he recognized that, like, okay, he's got my number, I'm switching it up.
Yeah, and one of the tough things about this too is with Fwara having to be in the air because of his hover dash, Josh already established, cool, we're throwing the pots and pans. I mean, did that already this round.
Yup.
It's going to be harder to move around Siwara, a lot more normal.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're definitely seeing some differences coming out. Zapoke getting some small hits already to get a nice life lead, and not afraid of the zoning at all on this character because we got so much mobility, but you still got to watch out when you get the pot at just the right angle.
Yep. Ooh, but a rare drop from Josh. And
Oh, and Kimone dashed.
Oh, went for the really good combo. Unfortunate drop on the link from the jump there. That's kind of a tough one to hit.
Yeah, Zapoke has so many adjustments he needs to make at this point. Josh is so comfortable just playing his Sui right now, and Zapoke is making it happen, but you can see the accountments he's having to make, and it's so tough.
Nice little EX shield on wake up right there. That drill is plus when it's meaty, but it does kind of lose to EX shields or reversal options in a lot of cases.
Oh,
Josh's turn to get blown up for shielding.
Yeah, Zapoke, I mean, listen, I talked about him having to make a ton of adjustments here. He's definitely the caliber player who definitely can. You just got to make it happen.
Yep. And already throwing out the Nani, trying to challenge Pimbus for saying, okay, don't keep throwing these pots and pans. But, I mean, we're not getting stopped quite yet, and it is Zapoke getting stopped first. The up pot coming in clutch.
Yeah, oh my goodness. So many Hitsui players just use the simple pot toss that goes up and forward, but Josh mixing it up is making Zapoke having to change his movement a lot, moment to moment.
Yep, and easily just jumping out of the corner right there. Zapoke overcommitting a little bit in the corner.
Oh my
Pimbus
goodness.
escape.
The double pot conversion. Zapoke neutral tech to try. Knows that's what Josh checks the least amount of the time.
Yeah, and it's funny too because we have seen Pimbus go for a lot of these 2B tech traps for the most part. And finally when he goes for the 2C, it doesn't work out. But the combo into the ladle going to be just enough to kill right here. Great way to just route for damage on this touch.
And now Zapoke looking comfortable, but still got a long way to go against a player like Josh who's going to constantly give you new problems to deal with.
Oh, just like that. That little air dash back, JC, stopping you from getting too active at that range. All right, do we know?
Okay, we had enough space to move, getting back into the corner, but that still means Josh has the positioning advantage and is going to wall you out, but we chase all the way down on that dust.
Oh, and Zapoke, when he plays Siwara, has really been liking that EX Air Kato lately.
Yep.
It hits such a big space and sends you all the way to the corner, gives you a lot of advantage to start making a different situation.
Oh, and we're using all our air options here, but another arc drive coming out, going to be huge for Josh. A little far on that awkward convert, but that's fine because we still have a huge life lead. Not quite again.
On escaping through the pots and pans. This is why we're on C instead of F-Wara right now.
Yup, perfect angle for JB there off that, but Josh pulling it all the way back and outspaces the heat to take it over Zapoke.
A perfect angle, perfect space, and just keeping the Zapoke defense in check is Pimbus the Wizard, moving on to wait on loser semis.
Yeah, that was absolutely a fantastic set. These are both such unique players. You know, Zapoke being such a funny guy who plays in all sorts of different ways, and Josh being just the most locked-in person to ever do it, who is just not sweating things too hard and playing his game.
Yeah, like so many times you see people fold to the Zapoke defensive gambles when it's, okay, 6-2-3, now it's shield. We saw that earlier against Fire, right? Shield counter goes through, 6-2-3. C is going to hit, though, right? But, you know, Josh just kept it really stable, outspaced that heat at the end, would not let you get away with too many techs. And one really big play there, too, was doing that EX dust at a range where if Wara wants to heat, you're going to get hit by the dust when you come out of heat recovery, and end up catching a dodge, actually, from Zapoke, which ends up functioning kind of similarly for going through strikes on Wake Up right there. Just showed a really strong awareness of keeping someone locked down no matter how they want to gamble.
Yeah, it was truly unreal to witness.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot of gambling in this next one that we got coming up, too, between Baby Roo and a Haru in a dry land.
Ooh.
Where, you know, Baby Roo, known fan of ripping the reversal, especially when you got that multi-hitting, very up-high hitting FG on 623B that you can even EX cancel.
And yeah, Haru has to be ready to dish out the true punishment. Because, again, yeah, Miyako is a character where, like, you want to pick your fights. Because the bad fights are bad, the good fights are so good. And against a gambler-type person, if you're on top of your reads, they're gone in seconds.
Yes, but I mean, having a reversal option is going to be so big here. Because when you're up against strike throw, there is one option that beats both of them.
It does, famously.
And it is kind of high risk, but you know, DPs are not so common in this game, at least ones that are fast enough to catch you when you run up, right? Or when you're F-Moon, you can land with a button and immediately block.
Yes.
Right? So it can be really tough to anti-air in other cases against C or H moons. F Miyako going to be pretty safe jumping in on you, right? And going to be a character that you do actually want to check that reversal to avoid the strike throw situation. A little bit of a mag and cheese shout out here with the Neko Mech for the button check.
Oh, we're getting the pink sign too for the button check. Let's go.
Yep. And on the F Neko Mech, you know what's funny is Haru actually has an F Neko Mech
Wait,
himself.
really?
Yep.
Oh my goodness. That character is the most hipster character of all time. She's kind of beautiful.
She's pretty funny. I mean, she gets to play a pretty standard game with just good F-Moon frame data.
Yeah.
Some pretty solid buttons, but now also has the cat and a really funny gimmicky reversal as well. It looks like maybe having some button issues. That's why we get the button check.
This is why you always button check.
Yep. I'm always telling people whenever you're playing offline, always button check before your matches. Always test your buttons because every setup is built different. This is just the game we play.
Yup, really. Like some unknown issue might happen, and also just every setup feels different. Get a little bit of a feel for it and just go in based on that. Always, always do it.
Yep. And we are getting into this now, I believe, even though I'm a little surprised. Didn't see the buttons come out from Snooki. But India flag back up there for Baby Roo, getting started with this 5B.
Oh, huge hit for Snooki at that scary round start at close range. And yeah, you can see Snooki is not trying to contest directly a falling Miyako, but just presses after she's landed.
Yep. Getting these chaos started invalid, but you got to take those.
Plus frames, yup. As you said, that is going to be 2+ for you to challenge and just taking the strong situations we can for each of our characters.
Oh, and you see the awareness for that DP, almost playing like a little Street Fighter Fireball type of situation. Shoot the gun, look for you to jump. And that's why that DP is so strong.
Comboed. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
No way.
Got that one hit in the air, and EX dive kick, almost no recovery, basically. You get out, you get to continue.
Oh, we slipped all the way in with a great throw. Okay, it dropped, but we found another opportunity quickly enough, and look at the damage add up. Such a huge lead already.
Yep.
But
Miyako
Snooki, oh my god.
Yeah, Baby Roo not phased, going to immediately show, okay, yeah, you got to keep me honest to start.
Oh, jumps all the way over, but such low recovery. But that still means we got to get a defensive situation here that we are going to push all the way to the max. Not afraid this time, but that's when Snooki knows he has you.
Yeah, and look at the rotation there, right? Went immediately from mashing 2A at the start, saying, okay, keep me honest, and knows, okay, cool, I've established that. I'm going to go for the ADP that gives a combo on counter hit. Gave Snooki a little more advantage, but you can't be whiffing your BDP like this.
Oh,
Haru's
no.
got you back in the corner. Oh, but that's a huge drop, actually.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But Snooki getting too long delays on that for him to go to the dive kick, and Haru snaps it up based on that.
Yeah, and drop into drop right there. It could have turned around pretty poorly for Haru, but instead goes in Haru's favor as Snooki drops himself.
And you can see just like the fortitude you need, because those things will happen no matter how good you are feeling yourself. You got to just be ready to keep moving just like that, even in case of disaster.
Oh, Baby Roo sliding in right there. Nice jump out opportunity
good
for Haru.
angle. Oh my goodness, this did half of his entire health bar. Yup.
That's F Miyako for you, and again, ripping the reversal.
Oh, but Haru's not afraid. Even with no meter for EXDP, we still got reversals in this game.
Yep, representing Shield on Wake Up, really important against Shield, even when she's not going to be doing her mix-up situation. Especially against F-Moons, right? You want to challenge them, pick a 5B, pick a 2B, blow up the correct shield immediately.
Oh my goodness, Haru taking the game one off that. They're both looking so scary here. Baby Roo not quite able to screw the nails in on that game that was looking so dominant, and Haru just keeping it tight and going for these good interactions.
Our huge 5C anti-air, but again, Baby Roo will not be contained, and nor will Haru. You know that he's super willing to press this left-right.
Yes, there it is, going into the corner. Most Miyako players like to keep the corner no matter what, but if you just go for the cross-up, they are not going to be ready for it.
Yeah, and I feel like most times I've seen a Haru in a dry land go for that. He does actually opt to go for the cross-up situation.
Yup. It's the layer 2, baby. Oh my goodness, and Baby Roo is going in with a nice cow loop combo to get 4K, and the situation in life is looking a really lot volatile right now.
Had that good JA, but Miyako JB from behind going to be huge. Nice re-jump to convert this one. That was a really tough straight hit to convert, really heads-up awareness.
Yup, Snooki's still locked all the way in. That's what I'm talking about. He's just so happy right now. He can't be mad at the drops. He's just got a feel for the wins like that.
Did not have a feel for that conversion. Press 5B a little bit too late, and this Miyako 7-7 is coming for you.
Oh my goodness, yeah, got all the meter in the world to do whatever we want for both players. Ready for the DP this time, ready for the second DP as well, and that is -15 at a very far range, but we are ready with the 2C for the pickup. Oh, barely got clipped trying to press into it because unfortunately we tried to press our cross-up button.
Yeah, and Haru now on the defensive here,
Exploits
but still
the gap.
says, "Oh, we're pressing our reversals."
Oh,
I got one of those
we
too.
Are. Oh my goodness, and Haru, I mean, Baby Roo has had so many dominant moments in this set, but Haru's just keeping it so tight at all times.
Oh, speaking of keeping it tight right there, the little dive kick to keep the offense there, unfortunately did not finish the combo.
Oh, and Snooki not quite ready for where his offense is going. Goes for the over, but not the conversion.
Big reset.
Oh my goodness, and one more huge hit could put you at lethal range. Not going for mix-up, you're just going for damage to put you in throw range kill here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, looked for a little bit of a mix-up right there. On the wake-up situation, maybe Baby Roo tried to tech the throw, but now, oh my gosh!
IH. Now the life leads back into even, and we have 2 and 4C here for the knockdown as well.
Hey. You're going to the corner, and you're getting jailed in it!
Oh my goodness, one more hit, and we catch the tech out. We're ready to even it all the way back up. Yup, he is in there. He is fighting his opponent.
And look at that, you can see Halo Hector back there hyping up the crowd, looking for these SoCal homies, looking to chained.
Oh my goodness.
Got the crowd behind him.
And yep, that F-moon landing recovery right there saved Baby Roo for just a second, but now it is Haru's turn. Hard knockdown here off the elbow. Oh, and yet again, he's just not afraid to go for his stuff, even in the tightest of situations when it's tied up.
On the left, right, we haven't even seen that one from Baby Roo yet in this set.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice block off of that. And oh my gosh, you stole the corner?
Yes, you did. That's not going to quite kill, but we do have meter to go for a knockdown here, and anything does it. Trying to jump up above to avoid any nonsense. And yeah, Baby Roo looking to squirm, but couldn't quite find the space.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you can't against MBAACC, right? This is why cross-up normals are so good, is so often in that situation, you can look to escape the corner, but when someone's coming down with a cross-up normal, you cannot get out of there so easily. Nor can you from these snooky resets.
Oh, and
60, oh my gosh! Double reset! One after another. Really scary situation, but MBAACC gets a combo off of her DP. You're going to the other corner now.
Oh, yeah, and spending all the meter because we want to cash out and get you in the situation, but another wake-up match in a row, and finally the 6B coming out for the first time from Baby Roo to put things on match point for both players.
I'm pulling out all of the stops to send us to this final round of this set right here. We saw the resets. We saw the mix-up. We finally saw the 6B overhead, but it's another MBAACC JB coming for the dome. Over your head the other way.
Oh, and the slight delay button there just messing up Baby Roo a little bit, but oh no, that's going to be such an unfortunate drop into reversal of momentum. What on earth
How did you get
there?
behind right there?
Oh, and it's mix-up time. This time we're going to cross up again. We do the 2-2. That reversal is so whack, but it doesn't get punished.
Yeah, and still not afraid to press this reversal. Great anti-air option.
Oh,
but the combo throw is coming for you. It's going to be one more touch after this.
Going for air throw is such a funky tech situation, but we don't punish the tech. Plus frames the reset again and again and again, and one more touch for either player now, but Snooki does not have a good knockdown here. Squirms out. We have offense, tries to go for the overhead, but the DP is going to seal the deal for Baby Roo.
What a tense situation to press that reversal to. I mean, Haru did such a good job of staying solid on offense in so many of those spots. Just checking strike throw, strike. And, you know, we didn't even get to see a lot of pressure because almost every time someone got taken to the corner, they're doing something on wake up. They're getting hit right away. Like, Baby Roo is mashing the reversal. Just straight up mashing on wake up
every time. Like, bruh.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Lots of beta reversals, lots of counter hit mashes, and the one time we finally get pressure, Baby Roo is still looking to reversal. As Haru was like, you know what, you're pulling out the overheads, you're finally pulling out the mix-ups, I got those too, but Baby Roo, nice way to counter that as we go into this ad break before we get to our first to three of the bracket back on the winner's side. Welcome back to some more Melty Blood action as we are nearing the end of this massive over 200 player bracket, getting on to our first to three of the bracket on the winner's side of this top 8 between Deus and OnionLust.
Yeah, and honestly, I think these are some of the players that, like, obviously they're in winners finals at this point. They have carved through so many of the toughest opponents in this bracket, and like Deus and Onion combined with like Josh, I would say are my favorites to win this entire bracket. Absolutely.
Interesting. I mean, yeah, this is a huge breakout performance for players like OnionLust and Baby Roo making it into this top 4. Deus and Pimbus, no strangers to this environment. Deus has been second place at Crossover Arc. He's made it into, he's won Combo Breaker last year. No stranger to the top 8s, was in Frosty Faustein's top 8, has hardly missed any top 8s in the last few years. Meanwhile, OnionLust fell just shy of that mark in 2024 at Climax of Night 6, and now is finally here on winner's side, guaranteed top 3, fighting the Deus F White Lane.
Oh yeah, and they are getting right into it from the looks of it. They're both just so ready for this. They're so on top of everything today. They do not want to ruin their flow whatsoever. And that's going to be an early flow from OnionLust. Getting into the corner.
Yeah, clearing the welcome mat right away. The 2-2, great spaced out option to get rid of that without taking too much risk.
Yeah, and I like what Onion is doing here because F. White Linda's character wants to run away from you, and her favorite thing is when you overextend. But Onion is just trying to play good spacing, and the challenges are coming from angles where he can't really get punished too bad even if he messes up.
Yep. And speaking of angles, right, Deus playing at the space where, okay, you have to deal with this fireball if you're coming at me. If you're not already moved in position to challenge it, you might not be there, but in this case, Deus checkmating himself a little bit. The H-Moon burst, actually netting OnionLust to punish. And what's funny is, a lot of these punishes you can see in Melty Blood, by if the opponent is still turned around the wrong way, they did not recover to face the right way, you know that was just a punish.
Ooh, and getting a nice H-bunker, trying to seal the deal for this round, but yet another backdash from Deus, getting him able to slip out of there and get his own offense started again. Oh my goodness, not for long though with that nice shield, and the IAD routing does not seal the deal, but you are all the way in the corner. Try to finish up on another dash, this time from the front.
Yeah, and
Oh my
OnionLust, the
goodness.
first one to survive that slow overhead right at the start here. Deus has been so good about checking people with, are you going to be ready for me to play aggressive? Turns out OnionLust is.
Absolutely, absolutely. Onion knows exactly when he needs to play in what ways, and you can see he's just keeping the space. Deus is in the corner. He has to commit a lot if he wants to run away, and there is his chance right there. But oh my goodness, another backdash from Deus comes out against these committal B normals.
Yeah, and just keeping it real stable here. The EX check.
Oh my goodness. Trying to get all the way in there yet again with these tricks with the spins, but Onion is not trying to bite on anything.
Yeah, great defensive movement. Immediately just tried to jump, but Deus is also pretty ready. You know that he's staying spaced out, not because he's playing a linear, I'm just going to stay away game, but he's looking for these escapes. Nice jump back fireball, really bespoke tool from Whiteland. Gets out of the way, chucks something into your face. In this game, when you get counter hit by something like that, it's going to lead to conversion that ends the round just like that.
Yeah, really looking like the opposite of the first round where Deus just kept good positioning the whole time, and it's looking like this might be a repeat, getting plus frames on the EX Icicle there. Not quite challenged with the throw because we can't quite dash up all the way as F Whiteland.
Yep. Crazy idea from Onion right there too. Multi-shield into the late shield counter to sneak through and actually get the corner off of it. That was so huge from that conversion right here. Deus has been watching. Deus knows that Onion wants to take a bite out of you.
Goes for it, but oh, speaking of, Onion going for a backdash of his own, but the jumping basketball is going to float Deus towards the corner, ready to chase you down again, ready to jump out against that overhead, though.
Yeah, and I love the full commitment to jumping all the way out right there. Notice how Deus popped that 214C Ice Flower right there. A lot of times players, once they jump out, are like, oh, you're still in the corner, let me take some offense real quick, and they'll jump right back into the flower. Onion didn't do that, but got put back in the corner, and Deus is taking game one anyways.
Yeah, that tricky teleport. You can see Onion is really not trying to fall for any illusions. He's just trying to play around what he thinks his opponent will do and not what he's seeing. Like oh my goodness, all these dazzling tricks, but he's just trying to hit you.
Yeah, the little air turnaround from the air dodge right there.
Okay, sneaking behind, but not trying to overcommit and get hit by J214B there, but Onion is ready to take the offense here too.
Oh my gosh, wake up 214B. That's such a great aggressive option to pull yourself out of the corner past the basketball instead of just pressing a button that reaches, keeping yourself in place. Really smart way to use H-Satsuki's cools.
Yeah, snipes so many jump outs this set so far. Even if it's not the most reward, you have to keep them honest. And yup, that is eventually going to lead to a victory, even off these small hits.
Yeah, and speaking of keeping people honest, right, Deus was going for that backdash a lot in the corner. He was just jumping out, and Onion changing up what we're doing immediately to keep you in check. That 2C.
Oh my goodness, 3C single hit confirms into 214B on this character.
And there's the counterplay.
Oh, big combo here. Actually getting some nice damage, keeping the meter and choosing not to go for the air dodge instead. Now we can bunker very easily and still keep a comfortable meter situation and pushing you to one hit to finish it all.
Yep. And one crazy thing about H-Bunker for Satsuki is you see how Onion went for a little mix-up there, and even though Deus tried to backdash out, with Whiteland Dash, you have, in exchange for your invuln, you have a really high duration dash, and Onion was able to chase that down and still has the lead, even after all of this. Nice block on the overhead.
Oh my goodness, ready for everything at every time. Looking like, and even ready for the tech out and the small drop there. I've never seen that drop like that.
Oh, really heads up gap from Deus. Sees that Onion has been jumping around here. The welcome mat was out.
Oh my goodness, yeah, ready to call out Onion's sort of very respectful movement, but when you are just hovering, you are primed to be called out.
Oh, and that is the situation where H-Satsuki starts to look like the other moons. Off 623C, she gets that mix-up opportunity.
Oh, and speaking of, 623C is going to be the finisher to put it at 1-1.
Wow, I forgot that was already game two. That's still
yeah, they're literally just moving so fast. Like, no button check. They synced up, like, super fast and everything. Like, they are just ready to play. Oh my goodness, yeah, jumping around each other. Like, so far, Onion is really showing, like, textbook how to play against F Whiteland. Like, don't be swinging when basketballs are around. Don't position yourself to get hit by J214B. And, like, when you have a call out, you can just go all the way to where she's going to be, not where she is.
And Deus instead just getting out right here.
Oh my goodness.
Keeping up that safe offense, but OnionLust, like you said, going right to where Deus is going to be as he escapes, but you still have to worry about shield at all times in this game.
Oh, and there's the ice wall setup yet again, but Onion finds his chance to jump out. The perfect response.
Yeah, that was just a really strong read on the strike throw right there. I mean, it's a tough situation unless you have that call out, but Onion had that and a good conversion. 5B, 5C. Oh, no.
Interesting option. Maybe some tech to try and get around the snowflake, but we still maintain our advantage because that is a hard knockdown 3C. But Deus trying to claw his way back. Got a long way to go if he wants to try and get an IH or anything going, but that does mean you can threaten meter charge here, even though with that, you would still not quite have the life lead, so Onion is playing a little bit aggressive.
Yep. And 18 seconds, Deus needs a good hit. You're not even going to get time to charge all the meter.
Ooh, what a call out, but awkward to confirm with all that momentum flying around. We are not getting hit by that overhead, and 2-1-4B with 5 seconds on the clock. Yeah, not much to do.
The real turning point at the end of that round was Onion going for that charge JB in the middle of the screen, saying, okay, I'm in this situation where I got to time you out, but you're looking for me to run away. This is such a good way to keep yourself pretty safe and keep Deus in check. But now you got to make the comeback yourself. Deus with first hit in this one.
Ooh, oh my god, the slick air dodge over too, but that gave you a lot of landing recovery there. And now Deus walling up in neutral this time. Notice how Onion was positioning around him before and is now trying out some new setups.
Yeah, as Onion again just backing off from the tree, but the basketball is still coming for your head off the easy, and you're going to the corner.
Yeah, we're playing aggressive with these white land tools now instead of defensive like before, and it's looking to be working out really well so far, but Satsuki and Heat going to get all that health back off of this, and we can threaten the command grab too. We're ready to just move around while you're dashing in place out here.
Oh, what a huge call out on that Deus movement right there. So many players will want to just dash out, but Onion was like, nah, I don't think you're doing that.
Ooh. And that is, that's not quite it, but the 5C catching any silly nonsense going on.
Yeah, and Deus sitting there thinking for a moment right there. I want to say that 5C probably hit because Deus has been ripping the reversals a lot. Onion showed that he's ready to throw, ready to also just not interact with the flower. I wonder if Deus tried to jump out and just got hit right there. Onion with a lot of momentum here.
Ooh, yet another Sonic looking real nice, and yup, and that uncomfortable below situation, Onion is just not trying to gamble. You got the life lead, you got the mix-up, but Deus slips out just in time with a nice backdash. Oh, and walling up in the corner yet again. Onion's got such good positioning here, and he knows when to push it and knows when he just needs to be slow and take space over time, just like this. Ooh, but what a deep jump and at such a far range for Deus. Looking pretty good this round with all that meter, but now Onion is really, really making this life lead start to show.
Oh yeah, like right there, that JA EX guarded in the air by Deus, but did kind of get this jailing situation where now Satsuki's on top of you. Oh. How do you get her off? You can't. Set point OnionLust.
Yeah, meter situation looking crazy at the start of this round. Deus has a lot to get through to make this one go back. Pushing Maximum at the start, getting a free icicle for his perfect timing.
Oh, unfortunate 2A. I wonder if that was an accidental reaction or a missed input right there.
Ooh, trying to snipe a wake up, but Onion respects, and now it is his time to shine yet again. Let's see how far the offense goes this time. Backdash again. We're still ready to keep pressure afterwards. Oh my goodness, chasing all the way down when Onion was just trying to space out is a ballsy play you need to be committing to at this point in time.
Not quite. We have so much time left on the clock too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just popping the heat real quick with the fireball.
Ooh, and the fake out spin this time, but Onion not biting, just trying to play safe around what you're doing instead of going for the greedy plays. But then again, when you have the read, you got to make the call out so you can.
Oh yeah, tried to escape from the ice. Not enough, but I mean, you mitigated the damage you took. And now Onion, looking in a real commanding position, one good hit could do it. Deus playing real passively in the corner, not trying to give it up too easy. Oh my gosh, that could have been it, and there it is!
Ooh, yeah. Onion just keeping it so solid the entire time, playing absolutely textbook against Deus's tricks of the trade, taking him all the way into grands.
Yeah, Onion going to be waiting there for the winner of Deus versus whoever wins between Baby Root and Pimbus the Wizard. But I mean, just showed some really clinical H Satsuki playing. Kind of what I was talking about before, where like when you come from a really technical character like FPCL, who not only has technical combos, but in the neutral can do things like throw out the rock to try and snipe you in the air. Like she can hit the rock at you if you're trying to
move after it as well, like so much stuff.
Yeah, right, and shoot the missiles if you want to put down the traps. And now you're going to H Satsuki where she's got to kind of move into your face, or she's got to feint her movement and pull herself back with that blowback edge JB that we saw so much in that set. And Onion really made some good adaptations there. Deus couldn't quite get too comfortable just running away. He tried that game plan that we saw make the difference for him in the last couple big events, where he's going to start playing really aggressively, check you on the overhead, and very quickly figure it out, okay, you're ready for that. That's not going to work. You're ready for the flower. That's not going to work. And when you want to lean into this sort of knowledge checky style where you're trying to say, okay, are you ready for this? Are you ready for that? And your opponent is actually just ready for all of those things, Onion was able to turn that into the right reads to close that one out against Deus's gambles.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's like I said, like Onion again, not quite as high seeded as these players who have more solid results over time, but I just believe in that man above all else to make good decisions.
Right? I mean, because Onion, if you've played a lot on Netplay, you know that OnionLust is a really deep roster of characters.
Yes.
I mean, was playing Sihime barely 2 weeks. I think even the week right before this event, like this event wasn't even coming up. But sometimes that gives you so much perspective of just how you need to move and place things in this game to handle different game plans, make the adaptations you need. And when you also have that much comfort on a character that is very well-rounded, it can add up just like we saw. Speaking of comfort in their characters, these two on their tried and trues between the Sihisui and the FGC that we saw earlier today. I mean, Snooki has played, Baby Ru's played with a good handful of characters, but FGC has been the only bracket character for him, as has the Sihisui for Pimbus the Wizard over here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Josh is really looking to make himself not one who is next on the list of people that Snooki has upset this bracket so far, trying to just keep it solid and get his way back to the winner's side.
Yeah, and over here, it's funny, you see them setting their controls right there. Josh plays on pad, and fun thing about playing on pad, if you're on a DualShock 4 or 5, and not even just a physical controller, but a controller that reads like that, it won't always let you bind your triggers unless you set your directions. You have to reset the controls or rebind your directions in order to use your L2 or R2 buttons. Otherwise, like for example, I bind R2 on my stick to E, which is normally ABC macro or throw macro, right? If you don't bind those things and you press E, when I did that playing on PS4 mode, I would get A, B, up.
What? Oh my goodness.
Because what happens is these controllers, they read the pull of the trigger as another axis, I should say. So it starts to read it as up, and I would just get random jumps when I'm trying to end an air throw. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, why am I getting buttons? Why am I com shopping? Turns out that's why.
Yeah, just average melty stuff. You got to learn the tricks of the trade eventually one of these days, but they're getting into it after getting everything sorted out.
Yep, and this is why you always button check first, and we're checking each other in neutral. Gunshot versus pots and pans. Apparently the glass objects are going to beat the gun.
Yep, and at the start of the round, we saw a little bit of positioning, but now we are just straight getting into Baby Ru doing what he loves to do most, and that is brawling at close range and gambling in your face.
Right there, too, gambling just outside of your face, too, letting that heat whiff. And now Pimbus the Wizard in kind of a rough spot on this one. Oh my gosh, bold 3B trying to catch a jump right there. One more touch, that wasn't quite enough.
Oh my goodness, Bunker reaching the gunshot. Even these crazy air situations, we're just moving like a combo movie out here.
We're moving like an animal, just 6-2-3,
Oh my
6-2-3.
goodness.
I haven't seen anything from Baby Ru except for 6-2-3 for the last like 20 seconds. But now you've got one touch potentially against Pimbus the Wizard here. Do you do it again? Yo.
He tries to go for the call out that would end it all, but not quite enough. Pimbus ready to keep it solid. Gunshot is that's still invul. No.
Yeah, I had a decent idea because so often when you use the EX gun, it's an anti-fireball tool. You pop them for a good chunk of damage as they want to throw a projectile. Unfortunately, that specific projectile is very, 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 very invuln as an arc drive.
Yup, absolutely. And in the first of two, that's going to put a lot of pressure on you now, but we're keeping the momentum back as much as we can here. And yup, stealing it back wherever we can. That is the Snooki style.
Yeah, no pressure fell. We are still staying on top of you. Baby Ru will not be stopped.
Oh my goodness, no he will not, and you will not jump out against him either, evening the rounds back up really dominantly.
Yeah, but Baby Ru right here, precarious meter position. Are we going to see a meter dump? Yes.
Nice. Oh, good start, but ooh, the non-committal dust at the start of the round getting us a nice hit for blocking there.
Yep. Oh my gosh, and yes, setting that retreating dust cloud, really good option for catching someone approaching because you move away and you put out a delayed hitbox in front of you. You make the person who's trying to approach have to be really careful about how they're getting in there. Baby Ru not quite careful enough right there. Had a good idea with the run under, but didn't get the spacing. Ooh. And Pimbus the Wizard is going to punish you for that and the tech afterwards. And you know Baby Ru knows what he's doing. He's nodding himself. He's having a good time. And these techs, these reversals, they're all intentional.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are.
Oh, but so is that shield from Pimbus. Excellent timing for the EX shield 5A. And finally,
just waiting on the tech situation, not trying to get anything crazy happening there.
And this is why you see that EX cancel. If someone's too hasty to punish that DP, they will get got. You're getting thrown in the corner. Health lead, overhead.
Comes out yet again. Snooki always pulls that out when he's in a bind, and now is the time to shine. More plus frames, but this time, Pimbus is ready. Catches another jump out really cleanly, just keeping the life lead pushed further and further and further. We make it out. Oh my goodness, that confirms into hard knockdown, and he chases you down and throws you.
That's the same kind of gat that we've seen earlier, even to make it into this top 8. It's a situation where you're pulling up as a very fast character on the ground. You're looking for a very common Melty habit of wanting to take to the skies.
And Josh pushing into the corner and walling up here. Snooki going for the shield, the challenge here, and now gets the mid-screen positioning where he can brawl a little more effectively with space to work with. Oh, and going for so many different options in this pressure, but Hisui Arc Drive is going to beat a lot of them, so Snooki finally chooses to respect.
Yeah.
What a confirm from the pots. Oh my goodness. Perfect spacing for that to connect all fully. And now you're taking some pretty nice damage. And it's Josh's turn. He gets the J6B. He is not trying to deal with any reversal. The safest possible Oki you could do in this game.
Yeah, so safe that even though Snooki wants to call out a bait on DP, run-up throw is not going to be it behind the clouds sitting right on top of you. And you have to be vigilant against this Hisui offense. I mean, one of the downsides to being so willing to rip your reversals like that is you don't get to see enough of your opponent's offense all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Pimbus has the perfect chance to run some stuff, and Snooki is kind of taking advantage of it, but not quite ready to capitalize on the decisions he's making because he just isn't ready. Huge hit from Josh here. Looking really good for Pimbus' meter situation in this position. That Arc Drive has helped him out so much when he's in max. And so has this EX Dust, just pushing the offense even further. Like you said, Snooki hasn't had the time to see what he wants to go for.
Oh, we got the basketball combos.
Oh my goodness, you're sick. Oh, and just not even afraid. No more insurance, no more problem. That could have finished it off, but Snooki finds his chance here. Pimbus in, he maxed though.
Oh no, the invuln from the backdash into the invuln for the Arc Drive. Going to punish Baby Roo right here, and that was our last first to 2. Set goes to Pimbus the Wizard.
Oh my goodness,
as they're trying to figure out if that is the end, and it will be. Pimbus the Wizard moves on to meet Deus on the losers finals of this bracket. And you know what's so funny about this is if you look at the seeds for this bracket, if you looked at this bracket ahead of time, even if you looked at the winner's side, right, of this top 8, I feel like most people would have expected this to actually be winners finals.
Right? Oh my goodness. Just like, obviously there's been so much chaos, but like, you can definitely see it pulling together. Like, you know these multiplayers have made these performances. You're not all that surprised by it. But we'll see that finish off pretty soon as we go to our final ad break before we get into our losers and grand finals.
Welcome back as we are getting into this last leg of this Melty Blood Actress Again current code bracket here at Combo Breaker 2026, moving into our losers finals of an over 200 person Melty Blood bracket in 2026. What a time to be watching Melty Blood.
Oh my goodness, it's so good. Like, I keep catching myself saying like, oh, this is gonna be a good one. They are all good ones, and this bracket has just been so insane. We've only got first to 3s left. We're going to see Deus versus Pimbus the Wizard in losers final.
Yeah, and when you look at this top 8, I mean, so many names that are no strangers to top 8. Pimbus the Wizard, Deus up here, about to fight in this losers final. But earlier today, we saw Phi, Haru in a Dryland, Baby Roo, LNR, 4TE, all really strong performances making it into this top 8. Shoutouts to the crowd. So many people here to watch Melty Blood on the big stage for Climax of Night, Cross Combo Breaker. 15 years into Melty Blood's life, and this game is reaching the peak of its popularity and player base with 2 legends of modern-day Melty here in the losers finals, Pimbus the Wizard and Deus. Deus, someone who's been playing these games for years upon years, has been stuck in these top 8s so many times in the last few years, at least while I've been around. Meanwhile, Pimbus the Wizard, net play legend. Wins a lot of net play brackets. Lots of top 2, top 3, so many sets run with Skeleton. One of those players that's been feared by the top players of this game for so long, and his second rare offline appearance here at Combo Breaker 2026. As we get on to, I don't know, are we staying on the stage? We're playing it out?
I think they very well might be. These players are the type to get right into it, and yeah, they're just going to keep moving at the start.
Shoutouts, random stage.
Yeah, we're seeing some very active gameplay right at the start. Unlike Onion, who is playing super respectful versus F Whiteland, Pimbus is trying to get in your face and make you deal with him.
Yep. Or letting you hop out, and you still got to deal with the hanger coming at you. And look at that. Now you're in the corner. Block something at full screen, and even when you're the zoner, you've got to watch out because Hisui's going to change it up and get so fast on you.
Oh my goodness. Moved so aggressively, slipped past the dust there, but now Josh getting a chance off the air throw. Deus is always going to challenge that with the tech whenever he can, and with the backdash as well.
Right, and that's exactly why he might be so willing to challenge right there. Whiteland's got these tricks. Look at that. We saw some of the slow overhead earlier from Deus, and now going for a different form of slow overhead in the IAD reset. All right, just get some space with the flower. Check him with the fireball. First round Deus.
Nicely done, nicely done. Yeah, we're seeing so many different ways to approach different types of players. Like we've seen Zapoke taken down, being pinned down all the way, and now Deus in turn is taking his aggressive lead in the set when he was forced on the defense so hard earlier.
And something, oh my gosh, a really rare drop from Pimbus right there. Almost never see him drop combos like that. But ready with the reaction check here. This is a reactable tech trap from Hisu right there. She can watch you tech out of the corner and spend the bar, especially in max mode. That's such a low cost to get a full conversion to the corner.
Oh, and yep, pushing these EX dust to just keep you blocking more and more, get a little bit of chip and get more pressure in so you can't squirm just like that.
Oh, and spend the rest of that heat for extra plus frames right there. A little bit of chip, but Deus has a lot to work back, and a slow overhead is going to be the start of that right here. That's one of those that even though you can so visibly see how slow the overhead is, you never see it.
Yup.
If you're like Pimbus and you haven't been playing this game a whole ton lately, it might be really hard to see when it comes out. And oh my gosh, you're sliding
from downtown. Yeah, catches the landing from all the way away. We're moving aggressively. Yeah, trying to find the angles around the zoning. Very interesting approach. With all that movement you have as Hisui, that's kind of what you want to be doing.
Right, and Hisui kind of setting up the minefield was Josh. We saw the situation come from a really well-placed J6B dust cloud, and when you get hit by Hisui, you're going to the corner, you're holding the strike throw, and it's the throw to tie up the rounds for Pimbus here.
Ooh, Deus playing it solid again. In these down low situations where someone is right above you, a lot of these strong players are just not trying to directly challenge and challenge the landing situation instead of the person's buttons.
Yep. And this time challenging the air situation with their quick JA tap at JA Scouting. Shoutouts JG.
Ooh, oh my goodness, using all of our movement tricks as we can. JBB to float over the fireball gets us this combo here.
Another rare drop from Pimbus. These are the only drops I've seen of him this whole weekend.
Oh my gosh, slips past the arc drive with the crazy teleport there. What a tech.
Oh, and so yeah, just choosing to leave right here. You've got a healthy health lead.
Yeah, Zoning Wars coming out, but yeah, we're trying to make some action happen a little bit here.
Oh yeah, oh my gosh, almost saw some real action right there. Getting pushed into the ice flower and sliding right back.
Yeah, Deus has to make some decisions here. Chooses to spend the meter instead of trying to get IH, and yet again spends it because we do not have hope at this point with the rest of the round. That's going to auto-correct. You got to watch out for that when she charges it.
Yeah, it's hard to have hope when you see the Hisui arc drive start up. That move is so crazy. It's plus on block. It's full invuln. She's approaching, and if she holds it, she is going to auto-correct turnaround. When you're in the air against it, you have to be so careful. And quite frankly, you might just be done.
Oh my goodness, and yeah, Deus is just chasing so hard here, looking like the aggressor sometimes and looking like the defender other times, but now Josh's turn to play offense.
Right, and that's such a perfect situation for that too, right? Shield counter might win you things back, but not if Josh is going to be ready with that up back that leads to this looping offensive situation.
Oh, just keeping it simple with the walk up into throws, so casual. Josh loves to mix up how he goes for different things, even when it's the same option.
Yeah, Deus trying to change it up right there, getting a little creative with teleport into attack. Oh my gosh, double creative. Back dash through the bento pop into the throw. Unfortunately, dropping that combo is going to cost you your life. Pimbus is way too on the ball with these corner situations.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Oh, just keeping it still at the start of the round. They're playing some crazy levels here, and they're trying their best to lock in and finish this one out for themselves.
Oh, nice little JB right there. Deus was hyping up that move to me earlier this weekend, talking about how it's active for so long until she lands. And because you're in F mode, you get to block immediately on coming out. Look at the way it checks Josh's approach right there as he tries to jump up and JB snipes the perfect angle. But Josh is way too clean at these multi-shields. How did you hit that?
Literally how? Oh my goodness. But oh, yeah, gets the punish a little too far for anything in that situation. But that's plenty fine when you got such a big life lead here. Even if you're in the corner, you can slip right out.
Oh, and you can slip underneath, too. J6B is creating an awkward landing, and you're going to get that check trap once again. Deus, you got to start respecting that.
Oh, my goodness, yeah. Now, Deus indeed finally does. We get the bento set up. Now he can slip past the bento.
Yeah, and I like that Pimbus is really staying simple on offense right there. Dashes but doesn't overcommit, does not assume what the opponent is doing, simply hedges the bet against it. And that lets you kind of escape without getting punished for Deus escaping. But IH going to put you in a really bad spot now.
Ooh, and the icicle is going to keep you trapped down there. So difficult to move around.
Yeah, he's so good at using that as just a general tool in her kit. As both reverse on a great space control tool, because once you jump there, I mean, you can be in a real bad spot real easily. It is a massive hitbox.
Ooh, a little bit of a height difference in there, going to cause a drop, but now we're keeping it right back. And yet again, you cannot be challenging Josh. He has those.
Right, and I mean, it was in max mode too. We still got 200 bar after that. Yo, slippery Hisui offense. Look at that sliding 2A.
Blocks overhead, though, ready for that, but still at a really nice range. And yet again, using that Dust Insurance would have been an insane pickup if it was possible. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh, for real. That J7, JB2 covering such a nice escape angle right there. And a huge life lead for Pimbus right here. Deus really has to turn up the heat. And Pimbus knows it. Nice 2A mash. Like, when I'm seeing 55 seconds, right, in F-White lane, the way Deus is playing, most of the checks he's gone for as mix-ups to get this offense started has been the slow overhead, the IAD resets, and Deus at this point knows that Pimbus is going to look for it. We established this in game 1, and Pimbus still walked away with that one. So what a heads-up 2A by Pimbus to close that one out, knowing that Deus might take something a little more risky.
Yeah, and absolutely. Dave's trying to change it up to get some momentum back, going for some odd fireball angles that are catching Josh out a little bit here. Looking pretty nice. And again, walling up in neutral is a nice way to change up how you're doing things.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of wall, breaking down the wall with the up pot right there. You see that vase go all the way up and down into that to clear the tree and get Pimbus into the corner here. Getting creative with the way we're controlling space.
What a chase down. Oh my goodness, on the air tech. Haven't seen that one in a minute. And yeah, Deus techs away a little bit fearful of Josh right now.
This deep into bracket, and we're seeing Josh pull out all sorts of new tricks, like this sliding 2A, the little J8s that we saw a second ago with the ladle. If you're Deus, you got to be pretty free. Yo, clean EX guards, never mind.
Yeah, very nicely done. A miss input on the EX dust there, going to cost Pimbus a lot right now.
Yep. Especially with that EX Fireball stalling a little bit of time. Like, even if Pimbus gets this, you still need a hit to start making this comeback. Any hit like that going to be fatal. Have the read on the throw, but
favorite setup.
But pretty strong one at that.
Clean out.
You're going to need a good hit if you're Pimbus right here. I think at this point, you honestly probably just try to get some hits to get some meter here.
Yeah, so little time, so much to do. And yeah, like you said, just pushing the meter situation, you still have things to do, even when there's 5 seconds left and you cannot possibly make it.
Yep, right there. I mean, just trying to see what you're going to do at that point with the throw. It whiffed because you're 2+. Ooh!
Ooh, yo. I love seeing niche anti-airs come out even in the craziest of environments.
Yeah, the one time I played Bell Races at Wayland, they were experimenting with that 4B a lot. Trying to use that as an anti-air to catch people approaching right there. Oh my gosh, speaking of catching people in the air, Super Jump 9 JA Pimbus knows where you're going to be and gets there first.
Oh, nice. And that's going to be a really nice knockdown after these loops again. Josh so consistent with these, locked all the way back in. No more drops, and we're getting some throws in finally against Deus.
Yep. That's why you saw that shield a second ago from Deus. Is looking exactly for that.
Oh
my gosh.
Huge counter here, but a little awkward to pick up off of when you go for the air combo, but that's all right.
Yep.
You're still just keeping it tight as possible.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that hit stun works because when you get hit same frame by multiple things, the hit stun just adds up.
Yup. Oh, there gets the shield on it. That's not quite what you want, but it still works out until Deus gets the funky situation, makes the most of it.
Right, what an awkward situation with Bento there where, like, because of the hit, you can't just throw punish even when you're point blank.
Yeah. Blocking in the corner now. This could be your final round. You've got to make it count. And we're doing a lot.
Uh-oh. Oh,
that is such a huge hit, though.
Yeah, really unfortunate drop from Deus right there. Normally, he goes for that, like, ice fart retreating projectile behind her and then goes into a ground combo there. Looked like that counter hit probably because Deus was trying to convert and couldn't.
Yeah, now trying some different options to move around our opponents. New options, seeing dash under against the JB there. And J2C finally coming out for Pimbus as well.
Oh my gosh, again, those J7 JBs have been so clutch right there. This isn't going to kill on White Land health. Oh, especially if you drop.
That's a nice knockdown, but we couldn't take advantage of that. We can clear that one easy, but we can't quite land comfortably. That's a huge hit, and we get IH off of that as well. Huge swing for Deus now, looking super good in this position. Tons of plus frames. Great position. Josh gets a knockdown, but...
Yup. And you see Deus go for that dash right there because you know that Josh has one of two choices there. You either go for the heat, start making this comeback, or you go try to start your offense and get a big hit that lets you get that. And going for that invuln dash, gonna cover both right there, getting Deus on the board.
Yup. Walling up once again, trying to stay at a range where Josh has to really commit far if he wants to try and clear that, but that is not going to put him at his optimal range.
Oh, and we saw Pimbus with new tricks a couple games ago. Now it's Deus' turn. Unfortunately, not one that's going to pay off. Basketball jail, not enough to get your offense started.
Oh, goes for the spin. Now we go for the jump cancel off of that very unique option, and it's Josh's turn now. A little too far for anything. Yep, Deus knows what to tech in that situation now at that spacing.
Layers on layers in the situation. Spending the max just for 2 EX dust right there. No special bento setup. Just changing up what we're going to do behind the dust right there.
More EX dust. We have so much to go for. Deus getting in some EX guards so he's not put in a scary situation before it happens.
Yeah, I mean, those EX guards are so important because notice what Pimbus was going for there. Deus' guard bar was getting kind of low. The charge JCs, when you go for a blowback edge normal like that, usually does more damage to your guard bar.
Yup.
But on hit, you heal that back, and Deus is almost back to full now.
Oh my goodness, the water pot trip actually got him a knockdown there, and that put him in range for that to kill. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, your life bar, the opposite of full right there. And that's something that actually is on the wiki as a trick that Pimbus in particular, of all the histories, likes to pull out sometimes as a surprise low just to throw off your opponent's timing and get you a knockdown that gives you situation.
Yep. Another strong start, hoping to close this one out. Deus has so much resilience. There's the throw.
Zapoke, I hope you're watching.
Okay, another nice bento setup. Yeah, just he's going for very, very similar offensive options over and over because they haven't really been losing him out. Sometimes Deus gets out, but sometimes you win. Either way, you don't lose.
Yep. The only other game Pimbus entered this weekend was Street Fighter 6. He plays Zangief in that game, and you can see it. That was throw, throw, throw. This is someone who definitely likes grappling.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The dash goes through the projectiles there, but we're still getting walled so hard. That could be huge, but we still need so far to go for IH. What a float into throw there. But Pimbus is still looking so chill right now.
Oh, and use the involt on the dash to creep through that. F-Moon does not have a dodge to go through, but off the heat, you have one more arc drive, and you cannot escape when you're in the air there. They is surrendering himself to it.
Oh my goodness.
With the fist bump as he's going to walk off the stage here. Pimbus, the wizard, moving on to grand finals. And you know what's awesome is people were asking me who my favorites were to win this bracket. It was both of these players.
Oh yeah? Okay.
I was sad heading into this topic. I'm like, oh no, they got to play right away on the winner's side, and we saw that go very OnionLust favored.
Yes.
Like, OnionLust 2-0, and Pimbus is so good that I feel like if you've been following either of these players for a while, you're not expecting him to lose, to fail to win a game, I should say, in any set ever. But that was pretty commanding by OnionLust, and now he's going to have a chance at the run back.
Yeah, it really was. Like, Onion obviously is just looking so locked in today. Unlike some other players, he isn't even, like, necessarily, like, feeling himself all the way and just popping off. He's just like, yeah, man, I got you.
Yeah, right? Like, even after winning, I was just sitting there like...
He knows what he did. He knows what he needs to do, and he's about to do it to you. So you better be ready.
Right, got Deus in that corner with 5A, throw, with 5A, throw. And it's so funny because it's something you see a lot in Street Fighter. Ryu will walk up with that jab, and then he's going to throw you. Shoutouts DMF, another one of these Melty community crews. So many Melty players showing up for this one. You see the life in the community, in the crowd today. Anomaletics, one of the other up-and-comers, see work making it big on stream earlier this weekend. So many people have been playing Melty Blood lately. This game is so alive. And one of these big things about this grand finals is you're seeing two players who are more representative of the legacy of this game. People have been playing for so many years, built up a lot of experience, where technical experience really meets vibes-based play. Two players who have explored so much of the cast, gotten really creative with a lot of their setups, so much expression from their characters. A lot of people have not played their characters the same way they have. We got the crucifixion of Satsuki Yumizuka on screen.
And the crowd loves to see Satsuki crucified, but will we see it tonight in this set?
Right? I mean, Pimbus right there just chilling, thinking about what am I going to do about the Satsuki character, actually? How do I hit this champion?
He might have to think pretty fast, but he's got some room to work with. Even though he is on the loser side, it's going to be a 1st to 3.
Yep. And again, a little button check. You know, it's funny, we're seeing C-Len from Onion here, but we're talking about Onion having deep pockets. Onion did have an H-Len arc for a little while. Onion was telling me about labbing C-Arc recently. Both of those are characters I was playing C-Hime, another character that I play. Like, he's gone through so many characters in the cast. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Definitely an accident. I think we're getting a pause. Oh, no, button check part 2. Okay. On Satsuki real quick.
All right. Looks like things are good.
Right. For as well as the New Blood has done this weekend, right? The reason why you're seeing these two players up there is like you can go very far by just making good plays against your opponent, but in a game that has so much technical depth too, I mean, these are players that know so much of that. OnionLust with the really good conversions, Pimbus also with the really good conversions, really strong setups as we saw earlier, great hits with unique angles. J7, JB that was so clutch at keeping Deus trapped in the corner, placements of this dust cloud, and like you get the marriage of both of those two taking you so far in this game, right?
Yeah, that's truly what's so beautiful about it. There's just so much to dive into from every end that just like playing the game, learning the game, doing both at either time, there's just so much to delve into you couldn't possibly finish.
And a little pink and red versus light blue and blue, a classic red versus blue to close out this bracket in this grand finals. I'm ready for some good melty blood.
Oh, I am always ready for some beautiful, beautiful melty blood, and we are already moving all around the screen. What a call out from frame one from Pimbus. Oh my goodness.
Right, a very melty blood start right here. Almost no
Yet
ground
again.
from either player. You converted off the bento?
Yes, you do. I'm telling you, the technical knowledge, it runs so deep. We are ready to adapt on the fly to whatever happens in this set. And Pimbus is looking in control so far, coming back. He's got his number. What's going on?
He's making it look easy. Like, if you haven't tried C-Suite, I don't think you understand how difficult it is to hit everything that Josh just did.
Yeah, for real. And especially coming off of the previous set when Onion looked so dominant. Coming back in like this is a power play.
Oh, speaking of power plays, this one's going to hurt.
Oh, yes, it is.
Power of Satsuki, 4K.
Oh, yeah, and finally we get to see Onion do some real pressure here against a player who isn't inclined to score him on defense and will just block it out.
That was the right way to score him right there with the backdash instead of a shield against the chair.
Ooh. Oh, we sneak around heats yet again. Both these players so good at outspacing defensive options instead of needing to directly call them out.
Oh, but there's another call out for Pimbus right here. Yeah, keeping it simple. Air throw you back in the corner.
Oh, jump came out, but it didn't block.
Yeah, might have gotten a J8 or something on accident. Oh my gosh, the J7 going to work out against EX Shield 5A. Crazy play from Onion here, but a crazier conversion from Pimbus. You're going to the corner. Hisuioki.
Okay, we're blocking some pots here. That's at a range where we only have to block one, and that's going to be our chance. With the meter dump here, we can kill with the very nice routing from Onion as usual.
And there again, the blend of technical awareness as well as vibes-based play. We're saying, okay, we're going to play solid. Pimbus throws a pot. Onion knows, hey, at this angle, I can just J9 JC. I'm through.
Yup. Oh, and chasing down all the way to the corner, but we're so quick to slip out whenever we get the smallest gap in your ability to catch you.
All right, keeping it simple. Plus on block ladle. Extra plus frames. Spend 100 meter, buy some more turns.
Tried to guard break, but we still check even if we weren't quite in range for it. Still looking good, and oh my goodness, pulls up at the speed of light to check you whenever you think to mash.
That sliding 2A is so crisp. It's looking like a dash attacker, but we don't even got those for real like that.
Yup. Ooh, sets up the bento with the EX dust. Onion challenges after, but living on a prayer out here. But if you can get heat, that is a lot to get back. And thanks to you being H-Moon, you won't have to sacrifice any offense. Can't make it under the EX dust, though.
Yeah, one of the strong things about that EX dust is that move is out frame 3. If you are not beating her, the dust cloud is probably out, and you have to deal with it. Not even the Satsuki slide is getting under that one.
Yup. Oh my goodness, speaking of slides, the ladle barely sliding Josh to the ground there to escape, but yet again, these 2-3-6As catching so much here.
Yeah, and a really big defensive gamble from Josh. Not quite going to get out, and Onion just opting for the symbol ender. Wants to keep you in the corner because you can get a situation just like this. Oh my gosh, nice counter hit trap.
Oh, a little too far to get the perfect OTG, and Josh is ready to tech out of the corner and try to get some offense going. But Onion closes it out, just spacing out and hitting you at a range where you thought you were safe.
Yeah, really good 2-2, and that's such an important move that we've seen Onion only pull out here or there because it's a nice move to keep in your pocket. It's like one of those great zoning tools that Satsuki has. Her only real good disjoint option, because look at that. When she's not doing that to you, she's in your face.
Yup.
That fist is slamming in the ground or it's in your face.
Oh
like
my
hammer
goodness.
fist.
Even ready with the counter poke at a slightly closer range too. Onion has all the answers today. That outspaced the heat, and you get a punish. We still got life, and we still got arc drive too. That's huge.
Oh, and it looked like a dodge roll right there. Satsuki has a dodge roll. Might have tried to even call that out, but in the corner it's going to get awkward. But any touch will do it for Onion. Josh doing his best to even this up, hold on to life.
Yeah, but with his Sui damage and Satsuki health, you've still got a bit of a ways to go, even with that health lead.
Yep. I like the choice to heat on offense there in a situation where it's very unlikely your opponent's going to go for that immediate stand shield. And air dodge is not going to be enough to get you through at that range. Huge tech trap. Oh my gosh, a near drop right there. Pimbus the Wizard, comeback.
It's looking so possible right now. He's already halfway to the reset.
They don't call him a wizard for nothing.
Oh, and speaking of, gets the perfect punish on the shield counter as usual. Looking clean as a money machine right now. Oh, and another throw. He's playing his game. Yup.
Oh, he's playing Street Fighter 6 right now.
Oh, yes, he is throw looping you, and you're going to go all the way back into another throw situation after this knockdown here. All the way into max so he can reset as many times as he wants as well. Catches the jump back.
Oh my gosh, jump back ladle. What a heads up play, and immediately going into the dust to stop you from doing something, but bunker. I don't even think that was plus. I think that's just one of those melty situations where you're minus, but actually plus.
And yet another air throw call out. It's insane how confident and ready to call out every single movement from Onion that Josh is in this set coming after the first one.
Right. And, you know, we saw a 2-0 from Onion on the winner's side. It is 2-0 Pimbus right now. This is exactly how you can see why this set, I mean, who knows how this is going to end at this point.
Yeah. Ooh, another tech set situation at a unique spacing. But we are still ready to deal with it.
You get some interesting choices here, Sisu, because look at that. You can set up the close bento for the strike throw situation, or you can set up the far one, try to push into that. Pimbus riding so much momentum off of 3 throws in a row here. Lots of chip on the table.
Yep,
but as H-Moon, if you can get into heat, you heal a lot back up, and 1 or 2 good hits can really even up the life differential, especially with 50 seconds on the clock.
Oh, and
look at that.
That's going to be one. Oh, that's the heat that we needed to make this comeback happen off that combo just barely, but Josh with the heat of his own. Again, arc drive on the table. You got to watch out.
No! Input. That was definitely an arc drive attempt. 2-3-16 instead of half circle forward. A classic melty, tragic situation. No meter on the table for a bite. You just have to block out these strikes.
Oh, yeah, and we're blocking and jumping out. Traditional Melty Blood movement. Backdash through the 2-2. That was almost so scary.
Yeah, very special Melty Blood movement off that one. Oh, and the the book, excuse me, pushing you into the bento for this. Nice air dodge right there. Onion with a little bit of a life lead. Pimbus needs 1 hit to make the magic happen for this round.
Ooh, Onion trying to fight back with an air throw of his own. 5 seconds on the clock. What's the play?
The EX pots and pans keeping you there, but the hard call out on the jump back. OnionLust taking the round right here, trying to not go into this reset too soon.
Oh, yeah, you really do not want to deal with the reset when they have all the momentum and all you have is just some data to go off. You've got to form a whole new game plan.
Nice IAD back right there. Pimbus changing the pace a lot, setting this dust cloud, being like, you know what, back to the zoning game plan. We got in your face. You made the comeback. I'm throwing off your tempo, but Onion says no way.
Ooh, and a bunker call out on Wake Up. We are presenting new options all the time. You got to deal with new problems now.
Yeah, both players really changing it up. We're seeing the blowback edge JB for some of the first times in this set right here, but not for long. Pimbus finding 1 good air hit, and now you're back in the corner. Heat sweep situation.
Yeah, and really just trying to run plus change for days and call out jumps here. But, oh no, another key miss input. Doesn't quite get the full punish because it was an awkward situation.
Really clutch failure to punish in Pimbus' favor in this case.
Couldn't quite score him at an arc drive and gets caught low in the middle of the input, and now you do not have it on deck anymore to deal with this offense. Oh, couldn't quite outspace.
Oh, nice air stall with the air dodge right there floating above the chair. Pimbus with enough time to start making this comeback, but you got to start finding your hits soon. Playing too passively is going to work against you here.
Yeah, and going with the same horizontal pots again and again, but Onion is keeping a good ground and going for these callouts over and over, looking like it was in the first set.
Yep. And sometimes I feel like when you're watching the clock in this game, it's almost like watching a really awkward oh my god!
Tries to go for a meaty overhead, but the third swing is what does it. 3 seconds, you pause the timer.
They're calling him a wizard.
Oh, and that is going to blast
for a reason.
You.
How did you bring that back?
Oh my goodness, incredible play on 5 seconds left, making it back to reset point here for Pimbus.
I was talking about the timer because you've got to start making your plays with respect to it, but notice how well he knew that he can build the meter to get that heat back, go into heat on offense, and Onion wasn't quite ready for the timing of the activation to stop it. And now we're in potentially last round before the reset.
Yup. And yeah, blocking the offense yet again, and there's the mash. So far, we've seen so much of Onion trying to catch jump outs here, but finally committing to the mash again.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and committing a little too hard to trying to mash something out. The shield is not going to get you out. You got lucky the one time when Josh missed the OS.
Oh, and the Bento Oki is coming out strong. That is going to be huge damage with the nice routing, but the Bento was at such a weird position we couldn't quite work around it. Arc Drive coming out again. You can dodge through it. You're still minus.
Yeah, rolls take 5 more frames than a throw right there. It's a lot harder to be safe after one of those.
Oh, catches the 5A, but we're not committing to any buttons and getting counter hit, but an air throw is going to be just what you need to get a big hit. One more, and you will have heat. That's it.
Oh, and this is exactly what you get for not overcommitting on your own offense right there. Notice the 1-5A tap. Left Onion with the frames for the guy. Oh my gosh.
Lose our heat, but it's one good combo for either player. That could have been it, but we held back and got hit, and that is actually some counterplay to the counterplay.
And running away with these dust clouds here, but Onion's saying you can't get away forever.
Oh my goodness. Pimbus yet again heating in the scramble just to maintain a high life lead, and the pots seal the deal for the reset 3-0.
It was 2 Onion winners side. From losers, 3-0 Pimbus. Onion's sitting here taking a moment to think.
Oh, and the crowd is chanting. They are loving this one tonight.
Right. And, like, that was a 3-0, but it was close, right?
Yes.
Like, that was Onion on the board with the round right here, making crazy adaptations. But, like, you just see Pimbus one further step ahead. It was really the J6B, or such a unique tool. I mean, I've never really seen anything quite like it in even another fighting game, right? Oh, yeah. We're drinking the holy water.
Oh, no.
Holy hydration
for
this Grand Finals reset.
Oh, and the Holy Bible, too. This might be the holiest man on the planet.
Holy Sasuke, the H might be getting a new definition for this one. Holy Moon Satuki.
Yeah. Ooh, are we going to see a color change? No, we're keeping it classic on that color.
Oh, and classic in the home as well.
Alp's house, here it is.
Looking like Melty Blood net play. Home court advantage for anyone who's entered tournaments in the last 4 years.
Oh, and yet again, more of these Yayas just walling up so hard when you can't EX guard them for free meter and distance.
Oh, nice 5A tap on the up back.
Oh, and Heat's out early again. Again, Heat has been so good for Pimbus here. It's really hard for Onion to call it out as an H-Moon. Can't quite OS it the way the other moons do without super precise timing.
Yeah, not too much of a cost when Onion has also burnt the bar, but now you're going to be feeling the pain in the corner against Satsuki. Even a 2.5K is big off of these stray hits at this point.
Yup, and now it's time for Onion to go for some strike throw and call-outs to some weaker defensive options with no meter to work with. This is huge damage.
Interesting defensive decisions from Pimbus right here, going for the immediate heat, immediate bunker, and I'm not sure what we got there, but trying to set this pace really early of, okay, keep me honest, and Onion saying, yes, I will.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, a nice call out against the jump, but oh, another scramble in the mid-screen is going to come up with Pimbus on top. Can you steal some momentum back from that?
Oh, and that nice air dash conversion, invalid, but we take those.
More Yayas catching the jump outs really slick. I've never seen it used by that before, and we are cranking this up to the max with that.
Yeah, speaking of slick, did you see that dust cloud hitting off screen right there? Like, Onion thought he was onto something with that dust cloud. You know, maybe he would have been, but not against the J6B.
Oh my goodness, that TK Yaya covers so many options here, but the slide does not go under the dust, as we've seen.
Yeah, the slide does get you through that charge 5C. Dodge is actually an option that often nets you a punish, but those 5 extra frames on the recovery for having a roll, going to make it a little tougher to get the punish, but instead, Heat gets you one right here.
Yup, and now you're all the way in the corner. But Josh looking to steal the momentum back. Frame 1 with the brave mash.
Oh, and finally the tech trap working out for Pimbus here. We haven't seen that 5A come out quite enough to get that trap yet. And it finally does in a tense situation for this game 1 of the post-reset.
Goodness, more Tiki Yayas, and there's the call out against the forward tech. Is this enough damage? I think it is. Yup. One more game, that's 4 in a row.
And this is a limit testing match right here on both sides, right? Immediately, Onion had the explosive round because Pimbus said, okay, what am I going to be able to get away with on defense? How much are you potentially cracking post-reset? I just won 3 in a row. Are you slowed down? Onion said, no way. But Pimbus said, I'm slowing you down, actually. We're in the corner. I'm switching it up. New timings, new mix-up, whiff throw, you're plus because of the bento, and now you're back in this corner.
Oh my goodness, and yeah, Pimbus and Max are going to be able to push so much offense. Yup, EX does reset immediately and going for the bento setup too, but that might be a little minus, so Onion goes for the jump out and it pays off.
Yeah, going immediately for meter spin right there, going to be one of those things that preys on your opponent being really respectful right there. Dust Cloud didn't quite get positioned to lock Onion down fully.
Oh, but that one did!
Yep, coming right back to trap Onion coming out of that.
Oh my goodness, these TK Yaya is covering so much. It catches the jump outs a little bit and the low mashes. You got to really commit if you want to beat that out. That is what you need to do.
Oh, maybe a little hesitation on the combo right there, seeing the Dust Cloud approaching, and you're going to be in a really bad spot because Hisui Art Drive is coming for you.
Oh my goodness, even after the reset, Pimbus maintaining the momentum already halfway there again.
Nice little 5A tap, trying to look like Satsuki over here.
Oh, we're getting some nice chase downs, and again, Pimbus trying to crank up the tempo with that nice mash on wake up there, but Onion is ready to keep it as tight as possible here.
Yep. And goes into heat right here. Bite is on the table. You better watch yourself. This Onion is trying to eat you.
Yup. Well, buttons, yeah, not a lot of maneuver worth for either to push anything crazy, but one more hit could change things wildly, and yup, that's Onion back on the board with the round. Again, these games are so close. Even as Pimbus has all this momentum, it could easily turn the other way.
Oh, and speaking of momentum turning the other way, Onion trying to make a huge play, shielding and maybe going for a shield counter off of the pop, but doesn't quite place it right. And now Pimbus got you back in the corner.
Oh, yet again, these TK Yayas, Onion hasn't quite found a good answer, but still in these other situations, you got plenty of room to work with.
Yeah, and speaking of room to work with, here's the value of that limit testing, right? As 5C turned the situation around, as Pimbus tried to keep it safe with the Ladle, and the Ladle's trying to stay safe because we've shown that we're willing to gamble. Go for a safe option to stop that, and Onion is making the adaptations to stop what you're doing to shift it up. Slides through the ball this time. No Saturday Night Fever on a Sunday night. Onion with the Bloodlust threatening to tie it up.
Oh, what a shield.
Oh, tried to shield counter too. You know it. That's what that extra shield whiff was.
Okay, but now the Oki coming back from Josh. One life is all you need to take it back yet again with these heats coming in the clutch.
Uh-oh, clutch Hisui ball.
Oh, and it caught the landing. No. That's 2 in a row for Josh when it was looking like Onion could tie it back up instead.
Yeah, it's just one of those situations where... Oh!
Yup.
Hold on. Oh, we're going... Yep. That was fast. Yep. That was fast.
That was fast.
And this is how you know this is a real dual main. We've only seen the H shots for this bracket, but do not get it twisted. This FPCL is very real. Look at the conversion, the double jump into air throw. If you haven't seen this character before, now you're seeing it. She's built different.
Yup, she is going to do those silly combos off every hit, and Onion has absolutely got those. That is somehow not counter hit against the pot, and we are doing some new neutral options that you are having to deal with all the time.
Uh-oh. But, I mean, you still got to deal with Hisui no matter who you are. She's coming for you. She's putting you in the corner, and it's the same strike throw.
Yeah, going for these 5Bs, trying to call out a crouch tech here, but not biting on it so far.
Oh, but see, this is why it's so huge to swap right here. One of the limitations of H-Moon is you have to get that shield counter. Going for the 6-2-3-A off of shield, going to be an air and blockable option to stop that up back from the shield.
And they're trying to shark below, but not commit too hard. And yup, we get the chase down on the movement after Pimbus lands.
That combo is so sick.
Oh, yeah, it is so sick. And yup, Onion has got those, trying to finish out the round with the extended combo, but the Rock Insurance is coming.
Yep. And see, normally when I'm seeing someone down 2-0 swap on a last game of Grands, I'm like, nah, stick with your guns. But this is a gun. We swapped from a sniper to a rocket launcher.
Oh, yeah.
Like, going from the handgun to the big guns.
Oh, and that's a huge opportunity. Going to be a big combo taking you all the way to the corner. Are we going to try and loop here? Probably not with this meter situation. Yeah, just go for the knockdown and the mix-up here. Oh, the slight delay into the walk-up 2A to catch Pimbus guessing. I like this momentum.
Yep.
Knockdown once again. Still not much meter to work with. That's enough for heat, but catches it with the rock.
And this is why the swap is so huge, too, because, like, Satsuki, she's boxing you in this corner right here. What is PCL going to do to you? So many things. How does she even pick up on that? Only PCL players know that one.
Oh, my goodness. The power of the Holy Bible giving him a near perfect on that round, looking really great. And since this is post-reset, Pimbus himself only has 2 games right now to adapt if he loses.
Swapped off Holy Moon for the Holy Install. The Scriptures Unleashed.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, the Rocket's really challenging Pimbus' ability to play the neutral he likes and throw out as much things as possible. He's just going to get counter hit by the Rocket.
Nice shield right there, and again we're seeing it. You cannot OS this one. She's got such a good option to stop you for just up backing here. Josh is going to really have to switch it up to keep this momentum up.
Anti-air missile out of range. Hisui doesn't have a good down disjointed jump in, but JC hits pretty far, but not when the rocket is at your feet.
Oh, and finally seeing a couple drops from Onion, but not seeing any momentum shift.
Oh, what a catch on the jump. Almost had it, but those things are so finicky.
Yep. And look at all of these weird straight hits. Awkward conversion. You hit the OTG into the kill. I'm telling you, this PCL is realer than you've ever seen.
It is, and for Pimbus, it is scarily real. You've got to adapt real quick because now Onion is half the way there.
And this is why the character swap was so confident, right? Like, if you've watched OnionLust only in the last couple years, you've probably only seen the PCL. The H-Thoughts was the surprise.
Oh, 5e moving out of the corner, but Pimbus is still ready in that positioning with plenty of frame advantage, and you're going all the way to the other side. 5A doesn't quite reach, but that's still fine.
Uh-oh. It might not be fine too soon, though. You're in the corner against Hisui. Another throw.
Oh, and the Strict is working out so good, but yeah, hard to capitalize off of every single thing you can hit when the confirms are so situational.
Yeah, and the meaty is going to do it. PCL is lacking in reversal options. A good meaty 5A is going to keep her trapped in there, as is the Bento, stopping the out-of-shield option, but sneaks out.
Yeah, OTG would have killed her off of the relaunch, but Onion recognizing this tech's out, and you have a chance. Didn't get the IH.
Oh no, tragic situation off the drop. Little bit of a scramble. Heartbreaking situation, but at least you salvage 100 bar for this one.
Oh,
yo.
Ray or FPCL overhead coming out. Who is going to be ready for that one at the end of it all, even if it's on tournament point right now?
Yeah, especially not Josh after, I mean, H-Tots didn't even have one of those to really leverage against you there.
Yup. Missiles coming out again. Yeah, really messing up how Josh wants to play. Backing off to a range, but the missile just to contest it once again. And now it's time for the Rock to come out and establish our dominance.
Uh-oh. But Josh saying, nah, I'm still the one in the lead right now. Nice little air hit right here. And you're back in the corner.
Ooh, yet again, not jump canceling there. A little more options that FPCL has there with the 623A.
Yep. And notice, because of that throw in the combo, your burst is sealed off. You are stuck here. FPCL known for timing you out. Oh, almost waited out that full max mode, but couldn't quite wait out of the whole thing, and the arc drive is coming for you. It's looking feverish.
Oh my goodness, and one more good hit could be the tournament for Pimbus here, but it needs to be a good one. Oh my goodness. Gets the heat off to get the life lead while you're floating at the top of the screen. There's the jump back.
No! Oh, that's a huge counter hit. It's not over yet.
Oh, but it's not quite the right height for the dive kick fall up to the hit and a hard knockdown.
Oh, and the huge shield bait. Onion ties it up. Look at the sigh of relief right there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is tournament point for both players here in this. They're looking so zen, so locked in. Even with all this pressure coming so far through this, they are both just trying to finish it out.
Yeah, I mean, we mashed that rematch button. We are really trying to get on with this. Pimbus saying, look, I know what I need to do. I've seen this character before.
Yeah, Pimbus trying to control the frontal airspace a little more. Yeah, slipping over that rocket there again. Yeah, there's a bit of a mind game there. We can see that Onion can push things a little more because you have the air unblockable 63A or the air blockable shield counter, and they kind of mix up because one's in one and one's not. So we have actual RPS against the shield reset now.
Yep. And those shields not quite working out thus far. Pimbus with a really strong lead in Game 5 here.
Oh, yeah. And these setups coming once again. Even with the throw whip, it's still plus, but actually this time...
Nice mash out, really bold too. Pimbus has not given you a lot of opportunity to do that.
And it's coming at the perfect timing with that IH.
IH. Rock is in your face, blocks the double overhead. That's so tough to do.
Oh my goodness. Almost even life at this situation. Ooh, the cancel on the rocket to maintain a good position is so interesting.
Right, and I love the choice to go for 623C here. Like, PCL being kind of slow there, 623 is almost like having a jump with a hitbox.
Yup. Oh my god, it's coming out again. Yeah, dive kick minus, we can take our turn back out that range. It's so scary when she has just that to call you out in case.
Oh, and getting really creative with the shield option. Oh, that's a big hit. One more hit and you can still tie it up. The round is not over. Can a little bit of chip do it? We're praying, and it's not quite enough. By a couple pixels, Pimbus the Wizard takes the first round.
Oh my goodness.
Tournament point, Pimbus.
What discipline to not mash there, even when you're minus, just because you know you have the health lead, and now we're just pushing our advantage to get the momentum for this final round that you need.
Hard knockdown OnionLust, though. It's your turn for the Theoki.
And there's the high-up combos Onion's known for. There's the final hit on the dive kick you need to make that combo work.
Oh, and we're making these combos work.
Oh, he tried to extend the combo to push for Pimbus to get erased max after sealing the burst with the air throw, but we couldn't quite get it to work, and now we might have to contend with Arc Drive. There it is.
Oh my gosh, you slide through?
Yup. How'd you do that? You can do that if you're sitting at close range and have momentum. That is a really slick trick that not a lot of people utilize against that really, really strong Arc Drive.
Oh, but that was 4K, and that's a fat counter hit.
Oh.
It could get ugly fast, especially as we're nearing max and another Saturday Night Fever on this Sunday night from Pimbus, potentially.
Yup, yet again taking advantage of the time in the sky to go for the heat there, but oh my god, catches! And now you're going to waste out the remaining of your time. No meter for defensive options or anything, and Onion's going to get a mix-up after this combo.
Yep, no hard knockdown right there, but don't need it. Keeping the pressure up.
So many plus frames, and there's the overhead. Oh my god. Final Jeopardy out here.
Final game, final round to close out Combo Breaker 2026 on the Climax of Night stage here. What more could you ask for?
Oh my goodness, the shield interactions are getting deeper and deeper with these new setups and new challenges here. They're both trying everything in their power to go. The one-hit dive kick, who was ready for the timing on that? OnionLust apparently, and now he's ready with his crazy conversion too until the drop.
Yeah, Pimbus noticed that was invalid last time and texts out to challenge Onion on, are we going to finish this? But we can salvage the situation. Onion was stayed solid in the middle of the screen, controlling that airspace.
And there's the knockdown close to, ooh, the charge rocket's a new situation that lets us bait the heat there. And now we're all the way in max. You have no meter. You're low on health. What is it gonna be?
Spending the last of that max for a really hard knockdown, and
going
it's the combo
strike throw. There's the combo. It's not gonna kill, but one more mix-up could do it.
Oh, but more importantly than that, we're running out of time. Look how long this combo takes. As long as it prorates right here, you don't have enough meter for heat, and that is the tournament for OnionLust. Popping off, well-deserved win, game of 5 victory for OnionLust, first tournament major win, and the crowd is going wild.
Oh my goodness, what a win. I'm so happy to see it, man. He's been working so hard, and again, he's been around for so long, and everyone knows he's good, and I'm so glad he finally gets this opportunity to show his stuff at the top level.
And what a way to do it, too. You get to rep both of your characters, especially the tried and true, the classic H. Satsuki that Onion started grinding this game with before digging his hands deeper into those pockets, reaching through more of the roster, and finishing it out on the FPCO that really made a name for Onion in the last couple of years, right? Onion really got known for making these deep placements with this really unique character, getting 9th place to that Climax of Night, and now 1st place for Climax of Night Cross Combo Breaker 2026. What a weekend it's been. And before we wrap up with this top 8, I believe we have a special announcement coming up. Just taking one look back at this top 8 bracket, look at all the names we had here. Over on the losers side, we see Baby Rue and LNR4TE, the chained team kill. Breakout performance for Phi in this top 8. Haru and a dry land making it out on winner's side before we get down to Zapoke and Baby Rue getting eliminated right there. As we got to top 4 with Pimbus the Wizard and Deus, Battle of Legends and Losers Finals before an absolutely insane Grand Finals and reset set. What a top 8 it's been.
It's so incredible. Just looking back over this top 8, you can already see so many incredible stories happen throughout this bracket, in and out of the top 8. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, what a weekend it has been, and a crazy way to wrap up an over 200-person bracket. The second biggest Melty Blood Actress Again current code bracket that we have had. And I believe it is now about to get time to get to our special announcement and top 8 ceremony. But we got a little bit of an intermission before we do. I mean, it's crazy because this is also the second biggest Melty Blood tournament that we've had 15 years after this game came out.
Yep. So many people after, Khan went away after Shinobi stepping down. We're going to get the successor sometime this year. But people said, what is the one event I can make it to this year? It's going to be Combo Breaker.
Yep. And I mean, there's a lot of people pick this event over Frosty. I mean, if you did pick to come to this event, I mean, you definitely got to witness a crazy bracket today. I mean, more than just this top 8, we had some real crazy runs through pools, a lot of upsets, a really a roller coaster ride of both the top 48 and the top 24 earlier today for all the players qualifying for this top 8. So many breakout performances, especially for a lot of people whose first time it was at this offline tournament. And we are getting over to this top 8 awards ceremony soon. I believe they're about finished setting up for that. But yeah, I mean, great time to be watching Melty Blood. The community is very alive. Play Melty Blood. Or watch Melty Blood.
All right, man. What a top 8 that was, man. First off, give it up for yourselves, man. Coming out here, combo breaker, bro. Melty Blood. You know, first year we were supposed to be here in 2020, and, you know, things didn't pan out, obviously. But now, 6 years later, man, I'm so happy to be able to have my favorite game here over Combo Breaker as a main game here, man. Give it up one more time for Current Code, y'all, please. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, what an amazing top 8 we had. So I'm going to go ahead and do the award ceremony right now. So in 7th place, we have LNR. Also in 7th place, we have Fee. In 5th place, the meme master himself, Zapoke. It's the hat. It's the hat, bro. It's the hat. It's the hat. It's the flag. Look at you. Look at you. You're a living meme. Look at you. In 5th place, also in 5th place, a Haru in a dry land. In 4th place, Baby Roo. In 3rd place, give it up for Deus. In 2nd place, Pimbus the Wizard. And your winner and new Melty Blood Current Code champion for Combo Breaker, OnionLust. Yeah, boy, hold that up, man. Give it up for OnionLust, your winner, y'all. All right, y'all. How do we want to do this? Y'all want to do pictures first, or you just want to wait until after I say something, or do I need to say something? All right, I'll go ahead and say something. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say something. Speech. Not for long, not for long, not for long. I got to watch wrestling tonight. First off, I just want to say, I just want to give a big shout out to Rick, because I just wanted him to be able to see firsthand what this tournament series has been able to, like, you know, be a part of everybody's lives here in the past 8 years. It was 2018 that I first announced Climax of Night here, and I just want to give shout out to Rick for just letting me be able to announce it here all those years ago, and for him to see the result of that. So please, give a round of applause for Rick, y'all, please. Yeah, true goat, true goat. So yeah, last year I did announce that last year's Climax was going to be the last one, the 7th one. So I did announce at the end that I was stepping down as like the head TL main focus point for Climax tonight, and I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of not only like the team data, and my own people, but for y'all for coming out and believing in not only what we can do in Atlanta, but also for what the community is capable of doing. So I want to give yourselves a round of applause one more time, please. Yeah, now that I have officially stepped down, it is time for someone else to step up, or has already been stepping up. But it's about time that you all get to be introduced to him. Ladies and gentlemen, the head of Data FGC, Marco.
Hello, everyone. I hope you guys had a great weekend. These matches were insane. Thank you for being here. I have something to share with you guys, something we've been working on for the past few months. It's been under the wraps for a while. Can we get something on the screen? Production, please. This is the follow-up to Climax. I am so proud to bring this to everyone. We will be back October 24th in Atlanta. I will see everyone down there. Thank you very much. It's been a long weekend. Please get home safe. More information coming up on Friday. Thank you, everyone.
What a sick logo.
Oh my goodness. I am already so ready for it. After everything that's happened so far, it's so hard to not just feel like next time it's going to be so much better when we're doing our own thing on our own stage. I'm so happy we've been put in the limelight this year, and it's just going to keep on going.
Yeah, I mean, really grateful for Combo Breaker for giving us the opportunity to be here. Again, the second biggest Melty Blood bracket. This is a free game,
Yep.
15 years in, and we are still pushing the limits of how big this game can grow. Melty Blood is alive. Play Melty Blood, watch Melty Blood, and we will see you next time.
Long live the night.